one of the fiercest rivalries in the A7FL comes to a head in Week 3 of the A7FL after the Silk City Animals and Manny Diaz set the stage in our first game of the week. They come back to Asbury Park, the Patterson U, looking for redemption against the Trenton Bic. A battle of Eastern Conference heavyweights as we welcome you across A7FL TV to the A7FL Games of the Week as the Patterson U look to give the BIC their first loss of the 2025 campaign. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. Corey, you are live at Asbury Park right now. What is the vibe? What is the mood before the BIC and you face off for the first and only time in the regular season? And we talk about Kason Campbell so far this year has had one of the most impressive runs we have had in the A7FL, and apologies for the technical difficulties there. If someone would have pressed the button sooner, we would have been good, but you're good now, Corey. Don't worry about it, and so is Kason Campbell. He is second in the league in touchdown receptions with 4, and we see here Sterry Codrington, a big key to that. That's from the championship game. Kason Campbell was a key player in that. But Corey, in the 2025 season, he has stepped up alongside Ashante Worthy as the option for the reigning MVP, Sterry Codrington.
Yeah, and when you have Ashanti Worthy, defenses are going to pay attention to him with maybe 1, maybe 2, sometimes even 3 defenders. So Sterry Codrington's going to be able to find guys in one-on-one coverage or wide open, and Kason Campbell is having a breakout year to start this season.
And Quattrell Huffin, a perennial MVP candidate, was on the Animals 2 seasons ago, returned to the U for the last 2 seasons. He got hurt last week against the Animals. What do you expect to see from Quattrell Huffin here today, Corey Hammond?
Well, he's a gamer, and if he can go, he's going to try to. And listen, Quattrell Huffin may be the greatest quarterback in history of this league, but if he's not able to go, we're going to have to see a new face step in for the Patterson U against a defense that's definitely going to be bringing the pressure in BIC.
And folks, this game is going to be a big showdown. It's going to be predicated on the offense from both of these teams, but the defenses are going to be a big weapon as well. The Patterson U had some issues last week, and now they're going to have to face a more, as some would consider, a more high-powered offense that's not at full strength, but looks to be at full speed. The BIC defense losing 2 key players in Mo Ramadan and his brother, not able to play this week. But Rob, Corey, we head into this game. Ron Butler, a guy who's played high-level football before, had to step in at quarterback last season for the U a few times against the BIC. He is elusive. He is hard to catch, and he can run. But right now, he's going to have to step in, possibly step into the shoes of some of the biggest players in this league, like Quattrell Huffin and Kareem Moon. We'll take a break in 1 moment. A7FL Games of the Week live on A7FL TV, also on DAZN, Fox, Soul, Triller TV Plus, and Fight 24/7. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. Rob, first time we hear from you in our second game of the afternoon, the BIC and the U. We just saw the Animals set one heck of a tone for our games here today in a foggy Asbury Park. BIC healthier than they've been the last couple of weeks, more bodies. Patterson U, I don't know if they're able to say the same thing.
And that's probably going to be the story of this game, depending on how the U wants to come out. If they play, let's just be up front. I'm picking BIC to win the game. But I do believe that the Patterson U could beat anyone if they play U football, no matter who's the quarterback. We've seen it before. But if they don't lock in and establish a run or dominance of that BIC's quote-unquote weak run defense early on, the Patterson U are going to have a long day ahead of them.
And since 2018, the U lead the series 7-5 over the BIC. Rob, you were on the U side for a lot of those matchups in the more modern era of the A7FL, but you've played for both teams. Corey is a former BIC quarterback. What would it mean for the U to drop this game here and get nearly level with the BIC over the last 7 seasons? Corey?
Well, I mean, what matters in the history of the league to these guys today, I don't really think that they're concerned with it. Nothing that's happened before this moment for the U is going to matter moving forward in this season. Right now, they're sitting at 1-1, and if they drop to 1-2, they're going to be near the bottom of the standings in the Northeast, and this is a perennial championship contender. What I think is interesting, though, is if we do see a quarterback change, Ron Butler has only ever in this league been forced into a situation where his team is already down, the momentum is already against him. We've seen him make big plays before, but like Rob said, one of the keys to a U victory is controlling the offensive line of scrimmage, the defensive line of scrimmage when they're on the other side of the ball.
And let's take
we watch a little bit of David Tender.
Yeah, we go into our game at 1 o'clock. The Animals taking on the Watchmen. The Animals who came into this week #1 in the A7FL official top 7. And that was some real fun in that game. And as we head into our 4 o'clock game here on the A7FL Games of the Week, we want to hear from you, and we want to know your opinion. Go to a7fl.com/chat, but we go back to the highlights, and David Tender put on a show today, not only throwing the ball, Rob and Corey, but running the ball, because he set the record for most rushing touchdowns in a game with 5. And
somebody's got to have to check the stats because he probably set or is close to the all-purpose yardage record as well. This is a guy in David Tender who was able to pass for close to 300 yards, and in that game set the rushing touchdown record. There's an Amari Thomas run in the first drive of the game against his former team, runs straight to the camera.
Gotta feel good.
Let you know it was a good decision to cross state lines and go up north to the Patterson Silk City Animals. And great run from Amari Thomas, one of the better pure running backs in our league. But then, not to be outdone, guess what? We're gonna probably watch a David Tender highlight next. That's for sure.
And yeah, David Tender setting up, and you see it here, throwing it, getting it over to Mike Liberty. Liberty, a key acquisition for the Animals in this offseason. As we prepare for BIC versus U, we'll get ready for that in just a moment. That
was one of the only times that the Watchmen stopped the Animals at all. And here's OG Buck with wide open space in front of him.
And folks, the OG Buck and the Baltimore Watchmen offense were meeting some emphatic weapons, but they also had a few. But that pick right there on a 4th down.
You saw Long made the tackle on the first highlight, and then on 4th and 14, Buck is just trying to make something happen, throws the interception, 1st and 10 Animals, and yeah, there goes that man.
Cousin,
and there's IG Live. Used to be known as Papa Smurf. Nothing Smurfy about that young man. IG Live. Gonzalez. Tight end release down the sideline. David Tender easily finding the completion, and then
phenomenal block
just
by
running
Joker.
back and forth, smiling in people's faces. First rushing touchdown of the day. That would be a common theme, Matt.
It certainly would be, as we take a look back at the
Look at
replay.
the smile. Wait for, oh, no, he's just yelling at everybody.
That was the first. That was one of the early ones. That wasn't the record breaker. That was still in the first quarter.
That was the first of many. And if you need a response, Marcellus Pack, what do you got for us? Up the sideline.
Boom! That's what he got. A hit stick.
A big hit, which ended up being a personal foul after the play because of taunting.
But this
and then
throw
Buck,
from the 29 right into Aunt Mo's hands. The hat might have fallen off. The silky stayed on. And we are looking at the Patterson U as they won the toss. And it'll be Umar Butter Lewis, the former BIC defender, who will start things off. Let's reintroduce everything. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. We're on the call. It's the Trenton Bic battling the Patterson U here in our A7FL Games of the Week, live across A7FL.TV, DAZN, Fox Soul, and also Triller TV Plus and Fight 24/7. Also on A7FL.TV. This is one of the biggest matchups of the year. Perennial champions, the 2021 champions in the Patterson U, the 22 champions in the BIC in terms of the last few seasons. The last two teams from the state of New Jersey to hold up the A7FL titles. It's been in Las Vegas since then, and Umar gets a little butter on the hands as he tries to return this one. He is met and brought down as the BIC return team, one of the more dangerous in the league, set the tone early, Rob and Corey.
And this game means a lot to a guy like Umar Butter Lewis, who was on BIC for 2-3 years, didn't really get the quote-unquote shine he feels like he deserved. He went to the U, and the U and BIC have been playing this I send players to you, you send players to me game with each other for years. I'm a product of that, so I'm not bashing either. I'm just letting you know it's been happening. So the rivalry with the U and BIC runs deep. Not only does it run deep, these guys have been responsible for taking championships away from each other.
And
regular season,
big question answered early in this game. Is it going to be Quattro Huffin starting? No, sir. They have to go to their backup on 1st and 10.
Williams on the handoff, immediately met by the BIC defense. Carnell Wachter and Trey Robinson stopping Willie Easterling on that play, and it will be 2nd down.
And, a tough place to get your first career start against. Look at the front line for BIC. You got Ole Bell, might be the all-time sack leader in the history of this league. On the other side, at the defensive end position, a utility player in Trey Robinson, who's athletic enough to play wide receiver and corner. He's playing D-end. And then in the middle, it's K-Wack.
It'll be 2nd and 11.
Welcome to the A7FL.
Looking to send 3. Send 4, and Williams met. And that is Ole Bell, the man, the myth, the legend, looking to win his first A7FL championship, which is a shocking statement to say. Came close last year.
Yeah, but I was in the league a lot, so he couldn't win too much while I was there. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to Ole, though.
But it was going to be Robinson or Bell on that one.
Yeah.
They both were flying in.
That offensive line doesn't look like they're ready to protect anything.
And then, by the way, that's Big Mook, who has 3 digits on his jersey, somehow fits. That's a man that caught the ball. Flashback.
Big Mook Darren usually
not
wears
when you want to
number
be 3rd
10.
and forever.
Yeah,
wearing the big boy jerseys. 4 set up for the BIC defense, and they come off the ball. Williams will have to get on his bicycle. He is trailed down to the initial line of scrimmage, and he is brought down hard, and it will be H3 Frazier on the tackle. 4th down for the Patterson U.
And
that's a smart
just
scheme
playing, they're just playing big brother ball. I was going to say the same thing you're saying, Corey. The way they're setting it up, they're sending 3 and have H3 as a spy. And I'm pretty sure they know this kid, so there's really not much he can do at this point.
And what you do on 3rd and extremely long, when you know that the quarterback is really going to want to try to convert this with his legs, You see H3 Frazier there. He's playing the middle of the field and has the acceleration that even though there's probably space behind him, that's a great tackle from a cover corner in H3 Frazier, one of the leaders in interceptions last year in the A7FL, comes up with a big play on third down to force the fourth by making a tackle in open field. And here's Ashanti Hollywood Worthy.
Ashanti Worthy, one of the most dynamic players in the A7FL. Rare 3 and out for the Patterson U as, this is a situation, I don't know if it could have gone any better for the BIC defense. That ball will be thrown near the sideline, and that is a live ball caught by Worthy. That is a mistake. Worthy going on ice skates, looking to lose them, cuts it, goes completely across the field, will find himself at the 45, try to get through the defenders, and brought down at the 48-yard line, and a flag on the play. Worthy with an amazing return, almost could have been dangerous for the Patterson U.
No, that was bad.
Just as a reminder or a refresher to those that are new to the A7FL, on fourth down, you're not going to ever see any kind of soccer-like thing. There's no kicking in the A7FL. So to turn the ball over to the other team is a 3-on-1 throw-off. On a kickoff setting, like after a score or at the beginning of a half, you have to keep it in bounds. On the punt substitute 3-on-1, you could throw that thing out of bounds. So what I said is that's a huge mistake. When you have a playmaker like Ashanti Worthy, one of the all-time leaders in 3-on-1 returns in the history of our league, we're saying that about a lot of guys on this BIC team. If you don't get the ball out of bounds, shame on you, because instead of the ball going out at around the 12-yard line and forcing Sterry Codrington and company to have to drive the ball against your defense,
that's a big man.
After the penalty, they're going to start at the 37-yard line with great field position and playmakers that can score on one play from this distance.
I did not know Rob and I had a brother. Big man on the BIC line is a large human being.
He looks like us.
Yeah. Codrington under center, the snap, the handoff. That's to Trey Robinson. Robinson met by the U defense, the BIC line getting held back, and it will be second down.
I mean, that'll be the tail of the tape, right? Whose D-line and O-line can hold up against the other one. And right now,
it's all defense.
Yes, all defense right now. I didn't think the U's D-line was impressive last week in their loss, but it seems that they're doing better this week. Maybe they made some adjustments.
And if you want to be a part of the conversation, you want to give me, Rob, and Corey your thoughts, go to a7fl.com/chat. That's a7fl.com/chat, 2nd and 11. The snap. Codrington throws this one, nearly grounded, and picked up by Ashanti Worthy. Saves that play, but it will be third down.
Not a great throw from the quarterback, but thrown on time. As soon as Ashanti Worthy sits down in that little spot in the middle of the field, the ball's released, gets to him, and now they have a manageable third down.
That guy looks like me and Matt fused, and it's blowing my mind.
Marab tanks. 2 wide receivers set at the top of your screen. Robinson will change sides. Codrington in the shotgun at the 35-yard line. Big return by Worthy to set this play up on third down. Worthy gets the catch. Worthy will have the block from Robinson. He will find the seam. Touchdown, BIC.
It's like those guys don't miss a beat. Sterry to Worthy is just, you got to get used to just saying that.
Is every defense in the A7FL playing zone? Because there's no reason that sit route should be as easy of a touchdown. Because if you're not playing at least one man on Ashanti Worthy in a pass play, you are making a grave mistake. So that's 2 huge mistakes given up to Ashanti Worthy. And that's why they're down 6-0 this early. Look how easy of a pitch and catch this is.
Just right there to him. Finds that opening, and watch Trey Robinson's block, because that is a huge play there.
Phenomenal block. Phenomenal.
Because if you just give Ashanti Worthy that much daylight, they will go for one. The BIC will try to get on the board. The toss runs it right back. The handoff. And that is another point.
SJ.
Oh, wow.
Stephen Jones.
Another former U player.
The informal Stephen Jones, Umar Butter Lewis trade yielding positives for the BIC. And we will take a brief timeout. It is 7-0. The BIC lead the U. We will be back with more action in just a moment. Can the U respond? We'll find out. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. We're back live with the A7FL Games of the Week. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob, Fabian, and Corey Hammond. We are presented by Locker Room Chat. Get the official chat of the A7FL now and be along in the conversation with me, Rob, and Corey. Go to a7fl.com/chat or scan the QR code now. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob, Fabian, and Corey Hammond. The Trenton Bic throw the ball up after getting the 7-0 lead. It's a live ball, and that's Umar Butler-Lewis. Umar Butler-Lewis finds the sideline. Umar Butler-Lewis screaming downfield. On touchdown! Touchdown, Patterson!
And
that's a slippery Umar
nasty.
Butler-Lewis.
That's nasty. He throws the U in the face of his former team to give his new team their first score of the day. That means a lot more to that kid than most people are going to realize. I promise you that.
And that means a lot to his team as well, because after an easy drive from BIC, the only easier way to get 6 is on an untimed down, making one move on Big Mook, who is a big man, but not agile enough to be able to handle that.
His arm made the throw, but the body was the thing that brought them down as Umar Butler-Lewis goes from inside the 20 into the end zone, making it 7-6, and he throws up the U, running off the field, going for the extra point here. You see the dot boss, Markeith Williamson, is eligible as receiver number 2. Back to Williams underneath under center. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, go to a7fl.com/chat for the tie. The ball got swatted, fooled our cameraman. And Trey Robinson making the cameraman and us look foolish as they maintain the lead, 7-6.
He's definitely found his home on BIC. I love to see it, but this right here,
that's dirty.
That's so nasty.
And just walk the tightrope all the way up.
So nasty, and it's like at this point, even when you put him out there, you know he's a liability. He's the biggest guy there, and Umar is just ready to cut guys up like that.
And folks, if you want to get an Umar Butler-Lewis Patterson U jersey, or if you want to rock a BIC jersey, or a Corey Hammond Hawks jersey, you can get the gear you see on the field from the place that it's always effort over excuses. TPG Sports, the official uniform provider of the A7FL, provides custom athletic uniforms for athletes and fans of all sports and ages. Get your favorite A7FL team's personalized jersey today at a7flshop.com or go to tpg-sports.com. Ashante Worthy back to return for the BIC as we roll on here. 7-6 your score.
And what's weird, gentlemen, it looks like Huff is the throw-off man. So he's not playing quarterback, but he's throwing it off and going to make a tackle.
No, he's throwing it out the back of the end zone.
Huff, one of the most surest arms in the A7FL. That bounce is live. That's picked up by Worthy, trying to get past the defenses. Gets around 2, trying to get past the third. Ashante Worthy gets past Huff. Can he get past him? No. Got past the first man. Got past Tyron Brown, I believe. And then almost got past Huff.
Not Quattrell Huff.
The other Huff.
The other Huff.
Are we sure?
No, that was Quattrell Huff and threw the ball off.
No, that's not Quattrell.
That's not Quattrell. That's the other Huff?
That's his little brother.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they swapped one Huff for another. That's why that ball didn't go to the back of the end zone.
Exactly. Once I seen the ball didn't reach, I'm like, oh, got to be the other Huff.
Codrington with one man set up to his right. 2 wide receivers set. Codrington will keep it. Sterry Codrington not going to be shown up by Tender's performance in the last game. Will get the first down for the BIC using his legs.
Imagine if that's what was on Sterry's mind. Oh, Tender got 5. Oh, I got to go out there and get 6. All right. Time to do this Sterry Codrington thing and just go crazy.
I mean, Sterry's got composure and he's got confidence, but Sterry's out here to win. And what you got to love from Sterry Codrington's evolution as the quarterback for BIC is a lot of times early in a capable of running quarterback's career, he faces the conundrum of what do I do on each play, right? Do I take the yards here that are easy for me to run, or do I throw to the wide open guy? Because when you have both options, the indecision is the only thing that could stop you. So you see there on 1st and 10, he sees the lane, takes it, and he converts the first down, and now they're back at the line, ready for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10, 8:32 and counting, and the defense making the BIC offense shift a little bit in their seat. We'll see if it's on the U or the BIC.
the defense is allowed to approach the neutral zone. They cannot cross into the neutral zone. So that looks like it's going to be a penalty against BIC because the movement did happen after it was provoked, right? But the U is allowed to rush the line and then back off as long as they don't cross that neutral zone.
Not what you want for the BIC offense. It'll be 1st and 15 after the game by Codrington and the false start penalty. The clock will continue to run. It'll be 3 on the line for the BIC. K-Wack set up to the left. You see Stephen Jones to the left of Codrington. 2 wide receivers still at the top of your screen. The defense again trying to get the BIC line to jump. Codrington will toss it to Jones. Jones will move downfield, get near the 50, almost pop the defender there.
And that's number 2, Dot Boss, playing the defensive end on the speed option. He forces the pitch and is still able to cover to the sideline. That's a great play by defensive end on 2 absolutely monstrous runners when you're facing a one-on-2 situation for Dot Boss, the defensive end, against Derek Codrington and SJ.
The flag.
Great defensive play. Nice. I'm not sure what the flag is, but BIC is backing up again.
I'll start again on the offense. And we'll see 44 run back in. That is H3 Frazier. Not usually seeing him on offense.
At all.
Odd swap here.
Yeah, they must have something.
Oh, an illegal equipment penalty, so that's why H3 Frazier.
Yeah, because that play happened after the down, so now instead of it being first and extremely long, if it was a false start, now it's you lose the down and lose the yards. That's tough.
Big man number 26 will call himself an eligible receiver. That's Skylar Lash. That is a top-tier football name. And Codrington will just find the seam and get closer to the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and about 5.
That's a designed quarterback draw.
But they contained it well.
Yeah, credit the defense for the U. They didn't get blocked on the edge. They're still able to corral them after a really minimal gain. I mean, 4 yards on 1st and 10.
Was that 4 down? Was that 4 yards? It looked.
It looked like.
Yeah, now they're at 3rd and 13. They were at 2nd and 17, right?
So it was 4 yards. Okay. From our camera angle, it looked like a much larger gain because
he ran to the side first. I'm guessing.
Well, he started in the shotgun, so he did run 9, but you're 3rd and long.
Codrington, empty backfield on 3rd down. Codrington will step up. He'll keep it. The Dot Boss, Marquise Williamson, will get the stop. He'll technically gain half a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Codrington looking a little disheveled after that one. Nonplussed, but
penalties are drive killers, guys. Because
I'm gonna be honest too. You're 100% correct, but you don't want your quarterback to be taking these types of hits at all. No, there's not in the sense of he's hurt. We're talking about your game clock. We're talking about you're now PTSD because you feel like the pressure's coming this way or coming that way, and now you're throwing it short or
now they're going for it though.
It'll be 4th down.
I'm not surprised.
But real quick, look, they had almost a 1st down on the 2 runs if there's no penalties, but now it's 4th and long.
3 on the line for the BIC. 3 wide receivers, including H3 Frazier, who was at the bottom of your screen. Codrington thrown, swatted away from Campbell. He was followed the entire time by Dakari
Mims getting his left hand in the catch radius of what looked like an absolute dime to Kason Campbell. Now, Campbell did not get the separation on the route, so credit Mims for the coverage. But you could only throw the ball a little bit better than this. Look at the placement of the ball. If it's a yard in front of the receiver, maybe it's a catch. But this is an absolute great defensive play.
He dropped that!
I was giving guys credit when credit was not deserved. My bad.
Sterry threw a dime.
That is as good of a throw as you're going to get. There was separation.
Hey, I'm going to catch that one.
The U loading up the line.
Listening to Rob, trying to control the line of scrimmage.
The handoff and met. That's a gain of about 5.
And I'm just going to be honest with you. It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
Actually, 3.5 after.
It's not pretty. But remember what the Immortals did for an entire quarter. Remember what the Insomniacs did for an entire quarter in the championship. They stacked up, and whatever was open, they took it. They ran it. It was for the entire
And if you know
third.
Ryan Shamar, you know that he watched the tape of that game and saw how they did. And also, that's how the U beat the BIC in the 2023.
Before, right.
In 2023, in the playoffs and the regular season. It'll be interesting to see if that BIC defense will be able to answer the bell, and they do on that one. They stop them near the initial line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, third down after the carry from number 20, Willie Easterling.
Well, if that's the game plan, you're going to have to get a hat on a hat and actually block the line of scrimmage. If they're going to load the box up with all 6 of their defenders, except for the corner in the box, you got to put a hat on a hat. Now, I like that they're willing to be flexible, and without their really experienced and game-changing quarterback in Quattrell Huffman, they're going to have to manufacture offense. So on first down, you get those 3 yards, you stay ahead of the sticks. But you needed another 3 if that's going to be the game plan. When they lose yards on second down, now you're in that third and long situation. And Williams at the quarterback, he's going to have to likely throw the ball, something that he's shown that he doesn't look comfortable doing.
He doesn't even look like he wants to run the ball.
Well, he did, and then H3 Frazier was right there. So it's like, hello.
Now called by the U. They're first.
And Shamar's in there talking. I don't know what he's saying, though, because at this point, it's a personnel thing.
Is it a personnel thing, or they're not putting a – listen, no disrespect to the Williams kid. You have Ron Butler up there. You know BIC is slightly undersized. You put Ron Butler up there and keep it U football.
And
I haven't seen him run yet.
On 3rd and 8, when you just lost yards because you couldn't block everybody, it's tough to go right back to the line with 2 tight ends, a full box.
Tell that to Carlos Groslin in 22.
And folks, if you want to see what you can do to protect yourself, this game is brought to you by Gator Tech. Get more protected on the field with the Gator Skin Shiesty, shown to reduce concussion risk by up to 79%. The protective Shiesty is engineered with absorption material to help you safer during high-impact hits. Visit G8RTech.com. That's G8RTech.com. And use code A7FL25 for 10% off today. 3:55 left to go.
Tight coverage. Kells on Dakari Mims. You have to take advantage of that matchup if you want to win this game.
Prince Ream snaps the ball. 3rd down. He is immediately met with pressure. He is on his bicycle. And Williams will run down the field. He will give the U new life. And he will give them a touchdown. Touchdown, Patterson. Prince Ream putting the crown on. And that one gives Patterson the lead late in the first.
Hey, well, you don't got to throw the ball if you're going to run like that.
Exactly. He looked like he was afraid to run. Run the ball. You have legs.
Like he was afraid to run. He looked like he had wanted nothing to do with having the ball leave his fingertips. He sees a man running and he says, nah, this is a situation where the legs are going to have to do it here. And when he gets the open field, who's really even a threat at that point? Because Sierra Hancock's not going to make it happen.
Not a soul.
H3 Frazier is getting blocked by Dakari Mims. Great block. And Kells has to come from way behind the play to actually just put a body on him to make it even look like effort.
Now to make it 13-7 to throw by Butler, and that one is defended. A flag on the play called on Sierra Hancock.
And we got to just call a spade, man. We're not being biased here. This is just what the game is. BIC's run defense is not what we want it to be.
And losing both Ramadan brothers today.
Both Ramadan brothers. I don't know if I see Bone. Not to mention Isaac's not there.
Out there. Bone's out there rotating.
I don't see him unless that's him getting pinned up right there. I hope not.
That looked like a clean play to me. I'm not necessarily sure. Defensive pass interference.
Pass interference is kind of
That's wild, especially because it was from the 5. So how could it be past 5 yards?
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. That's kind of wild.
So they will go for a 1 point from the 2.5. Pressure met immediately, and that will go to the dot boss, of course.
Of course.
But we did not see the course going this way. The blue shell catching the BIC defense. Lacking. Can Ashante Worthy set the table? We'll find out after this with 3:33 left in the first. 13-7. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. Get to a7fl.com/chat. What are you doing? Join us in the chat. It's the A7FL Games of the Week, and it is brought to you by our partners at Scene. Unlock the hidden potential of your video's monetization and more. Scan the QR code or go to SEEN. That's Scene, SEEN.com, and see what it does for us at A7FL.TV. Ashante Worthy back for the third time this afternoon, the second time after the Patterson U would put a touchdown on the board. Now the BIC, after getting stopped on their second drive, look to make something happen. Ashante Worthy will get to the 40, keep it in bounds near the 45. The U off an Umar Butter Lewis 3-on-1 return, and a big run by Kareem Prince Reem Williams give Patterson the 13-7 lead here in our first quarter.
It's time, and I won't give it the name that Corey's given it. We're going to find a much better name to
shirts are already being printed, Rob. I don't know what to tell you.
Don't do this.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's an era. It's an era that was before David.
Listen,
okay, so that's where we're going.
But the era change is hitting me even more now to watch Huff not be here and watch David Tender be the talk of the town, and the Animals are potentially number one. The era has shifted, man. It's good, great to see.
Jamie Melendez also in for the BIC at number 7. The catch, though, that's a big play from Kason Campbell. A little bit of redemption from KK there, making it first down for the BIC.
Yeah, that's a bad spot, apparently, based on the fourth down, is to hit him right in the chest. But this time he manages to fight off the drop, gets the catch, and the ball is on the move for BIC. Great play there on first down.
Robinson set up to the left of Codrington. You see Ashante Worthy at the bottom of your screen, Kason at the top, and a flag, a timeout call by the Patterson U.
Nah, they're like, hold on, guys. You got to move those chains.
Oh, the chains needed to be moved. Working on the chain gang.
See the gamesmanship from Brian Shamar trying to force a second down. You see, he's pulling all the stops here for this rivalry game.
And be a part of the conversation at a7fl.com/chat. We'll be checking the chat in just a moment. Shout out to Booby Miles, A7FL legend, watching along with us. Play action from Codrington. Met Robinson will catch it, and he will find himself at the 30-yard line. Solid play there from Robinson. They'll mark him down at the 31. Second down for Trenton.
And Butler must have been really, in a good mood today. He could have painted Robinson's name into the turf, but decided to kind of pull up and just make a secure tackle. Good guy, man. Butler is a good guy.
You watch how much room Kason Campbell is getting from Dakari Mims.
Got to respect the routes, man. Kason can run the tree.
The fake on the toss. Codrington steps up, throws to the end zone. Ashante Worthy. That is why they call him Hollywood, because in the big plays under the bright lights, he sets it up. Touchdown BIC, ties this one up, and ooh!
I love it!
And Ashante Worthy that's his second touchdown of the game. He always comes to perform when they're playing their rival in green and orange. But really the play is made because of the formation. They had Ashante Worthy in a tight set split end, right? He's not in the slot, but he because there's nobody outside of him. But when he lines up that close to the middle of the field, the defender has to guard the outside routes and the inside routes. So when he gets that first step, he's gone straight on the deep cross. There's no way that anybody in this league is covering that stride for stride, maybe except for Danye Lyons. But right now, he's out in Vegas, gentlemen. He's not going to be able to help the U in this game.
Yeah, Henry Smith on the coverage.
Ooh, I don't like that. I'm not going to say I ain't Corey. I ain't narking, but I don't like that.
I saw what you saw. That's I'm just going to,
No, that's crazy. And then to celebrate right after? That's crazy work.
Listen,
man.
He's doing what he can for his quarterback. I never narc on a guy protecting his QB
on the field
from danger.
The BIC getting the call on the field, and they will have to go back. They'll call a timeout to avoid having to go back. They're going to go for one from the 5.
Yeah, and this is what Rob and I talk about, the championship points. It's going to be huge in this game, especially we see how contentious it is early in this first quarter. But the teams that are able to execute the extra points, again, to remind viewers at home, the A7FL is not going to bring out anybody with any soccer experience. There is no kicking in the A7FL. If you want to score points in this game, you're going to have to do it with a football play. So after the touchdown, you can go for 1 from the 5, 2 from the 10. We've already seen some successful conversions earlier in this game, but as the game goes on and these teams go touchdown for touchdown, the teams that are able to execute the 1 and 2 point conversions, that's usually, at least in this rivalry, what makes the difference in wins and losses.
And folks, talking about championship points, you want to get yourself some championship gear, go to our friends over at Champs House. Get your fan gear. Don't just watch the game like Ryan Shamar. Wear the game. Go to A7FLshop.com. That's A7FLshop.com. Ryan Shamar, one of the greatest adjudicators in the A7FL here, looking to get a bit of a plea in front of the judge, as it were. 13 to 13.
Chewbacca is an 8-foot Wookiee. He lives on Endor with 1.5-foot Ewoks. It does not make sense. That's what he just said. I heard it. Rob can lip read. I heard Ryan Shamar from here. That does not make sense.
If you've never seen, watch Chef Aid. Chef Aid, that's all I need to tell you. That's all I need to say. Oh, so glad you're back, Corey. So glad you're back. Going for the 1 point here to try to break the tie. Rolls out to his right. Codrington slips, slides, and gets the extra point. Sterry Codrington makes it happen with his legs. 14 to 13. Your score with 1:33 left to go in our first quarter. And now a conversation between Sterry Codrington and Will Franklin. Not the Chewbacca defense, but possibly, where to get a bagel or some coffee after the game.
Sterry Codrington is a quarterback that can throw the ball to touchdowns for Ashanti Worthy. He's running it into the end zone. That does not make sense. Shout outs to Matt, a guy named Matt and Trey for their writing skills, apparently. Apparently they're good at it. They get paid well for that.
Very good at it.
Oh,
guys can't be afraid to tackle, man. Sterry's just very elusive, too. I'm not about to say it's easy either.
I just got this in from one of my... if you ever have heard the Shutdown Fullcast, it seems like old boy is on the front line for the BIC. But, folks, if you want to protect yourself on the field and look good doing it, go to our buddies, our new sponsors, at GatorTech. Get more protected with the Gator Skin Shiesty at GatorTech.com. That's the letter G, the number 8, the letter R, tech.com. And since we love you, we're giving you 10% off with the code A7FL25. That's A7FL25 at G8RTech.com. And right now, you are going to need that Gator Shiesty Umar Lewis looking to score another touchdown on the 3-on-1, but that time he is sandwiched by the defense, and that is Jamie Melendez, Salsa, stepping onto the field. He just got in. First appearance of the season for Melendez in on the 3-on-1 defense.
And that's a literal warrior. Thank you for your service, young man. Pretty sure the armed forces finest right there in our A7FL. But you saw the adjustment BIC makes. They take out Big Mook, put in DeMar. They go from D tackle to safety. Umar Butter Lewis will do that to you after a touchdown. Last time out.
Look at the large human on the line for the U.
Look at the large human at running back. That's a D-train. Whoop, whoop.
The D-train looking to pay a visit, and he will go local, get a moderate gain, and it will be second down.
And because of the size of that offensive line and the size of D-train and the time and the score, if the U are able to maintain this drive and waste the whole second quarter, who would be mad at them? Waste the whole second quarter for just 6 points. I think that's great for them.
And Haas Dubois set up at tight end. Big package for the U. The handoff to the D-train, and he will find himself grinding for another 2 yards, but it will be third down.
Big package for the U, grinding. That is U football, gentlemen.
It is. They got to
go
get
6
better
yards,
blocks.
though.
They got to get better blocks.
No pause, guys? Come on, that was wild. But anyway, here's the wild card out there for the U offense. Right now, unless they just subbed them out, it looked like they had Jason Sisson in there. So they're going with the big back. Again, I guess a pause. But then they have the speed, hypothetically, there for the counter, and that'll be the first quarter.
It's there. I mean, the quarterback can pull it too.
We'll take a brief timeout at the end of the first quarter. It's 14-13. The U looking to get the lead back after this. Are you an online creator or a business looking to manage an ocean of live and recorded video? Looking to better optimize and monetize those assets? Scene helps you get complete control over your video content, organize inventory, and maximize monetization with shoppable prompts and ads at optimum times to generate and increase revenue. See it in action on A7FL.tv and learn about the next level of video commerce and social video scaling at SceneSEEN.com. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian on the A7FL Games of the Week. We're so glad you're joining us, whether internationally on DAZN or in the U.S. on Triller TV Plus, Fight 24/7 by Triller, Fox Soul, and now the U trying to highlight the soul that they have down one, trying to get something. Prince Reem gets the ball off, caught, first down, Patterson. The former Virginia Cavalier. Big play, Haas Dubois getting the catch on that one, making it a first down for the Patterson U. But Trey Robinson making chase, just could not meet him on that hairpin turn watch Surf alongside H3. BIC sending pressure on first down. The ball thrown deep. Cannot get there in time. Too far for Dakari Mims. We almost had to do the remix, but it will be second down. Hold on, Corey. Holding is the call. Apologies for that. And it will be, after the penalty, 1st and 20. And it will be, Rob, Corey, you guys are good. So it will be 1st and 20.
Yeah, this is the same thing that stopped the previous BIC drive. You get the first down. It's a really hard third down that you convert, running back and forth, finding Haas Dubois. But now you're set back with a penalty, 1st and 20, not where you want to be.
13 minutes and counting, and a flag. And it seems like the Patterson U got a taste of their own medicine on defense as the BIC made them jump the line and send them back a little bit more. Not what you want, Corey.
Yeah, well, they're going to give them 5 yards right back. Ole Bell trying to get a jump on the snap count. Again, you can't cross. You can do that and not cross the neutral zone. But once you do, it's a penalty. It'll be 1st and 15.
1st and 15, 12:50 and counting. Watch the big man up top, and it might be again. We'll see who the flag is on, and this BIC defense gets caught with it. It seems like this time they get caught with their hands in the cookie jar.
Well,
and it looks like we might have lost Corey for a quick second, but a big play here for the BIC defense, and they get sent back. It'll be 1st and 10. The BIC looking to make a stop here. The toss on 1st down. Met at the line of scrimmage and then sent back to the 50. The whistle will drop the play, and that's Willie Easterling getting stopped at the line. Rob, that BIC defense answering the call there, especially with Salsa and Surf shaking things up.
And honestly, I don't know what it is about that offensive line for the U that just can't get that proper push. Surf and that was Surf, right?
That was Surf.
Yeah, I think he's just beating his man one-on-one and getting that penetration. Mayweather's not even getting a little bit of time to get downhill.
Not able to set anything up, not able to get any kind of stuff moving. We've got Corey back with us. Matt Ryan, Rob Fabian, and Corey Hammond with you. 11:39 left to go in the first half. In motion. The snap and another flag. That play will continue.
That play's live.
It's a live play, and here comes an opportunity for Prince Reem again to wear the crown, and he gets crowned at the 37-yard line, and it will be 3rd down. Ryan Shamar giving his quarterback a bit of encouragement here, but the U seem to have found the trust in their guy. It seems like they are going with Prince Reem as the quarterback of the future, the quarterback of now. But he's got to see over a lot of big bodies, Corey, and it will be 3rd and 5. He has to get past the 42. In trouble.
He's got Mims.
Dakari Mims, and that one cannot get there. The defense makes the stop. 0-0. Getting
Kels Gallimore.
Kels Gallimore in on the stop. And it will be 4th down.
You saw the pressure on the quarterback's right side, which is what's called front side pressure. Now, it's really not even a threat, but when you see men explode in front of you, it definitely has an effect. He steps up in the pocket, and he has to release this ball and get it a little bit further out. But the time it takes for him to step up in the pocket, Mims goes from being wide open to Kels Gallimore having the recovery speed to get in the frame. So some U fans might look for pass interference there, but really, Mims has to go up and try to fight for that. He might actually get the call if he goes and fights for it, but it'll bring up 4th and 5.
4th and 5. Empty backfield. Flags coming in. A flag parade here in Asbury this afternoon. And it will be on the Patterson U offense. They will go back. It'll be 4th and 10. Rob right now down 1, 9:44. You get the ball at half. Do you throw the ball off here? Do you give the BIC a chance?
I mean, I know they're going to, but the problem with giving BIC a chance is they're going to score. You don't really want them to score. So me being the U, I'd go for it here, but
I don't know, Rob. On 4th and 10, what do you need to do likely to convert?
Run.
Well, yeah, that's the only way that they're able to, right? says the offensive lineman. Oh, call a run play. As the quarterback says, no, you have to call a pass play.
Jason Campbell, he went. This man has one of the most viral highlights in A7FL history, and he will get a chance, and that's returned in the end zone on the sideline. So the BIC will get the ball at The 20-yard
But again,
line.
Rob, 4th and 5, you could call a pass play, and you could assume that you might be able to get a free running lane for the quarterback. But on 4th and 10, Ream, no disrespect to him, has a great touchdown, but he's not been able to complete the ball down the field. I don't trust Ryan Shamar says, I don't trust my offense to get 10 yards here. We don't want to give field position to BIC, and that's why they go for the throw-off.
No,
and now BIC has to start at the 20.
It's very smart. But if you were more confident in that offense or in Ream's abilities, and I do feel like I do see that BIC is trying to contain the run, but I feel like Ream is also not a run-first quarterback. No matter how fast we see that he is, he's a pass-first guy. He's looking for the pass. Yeah, he's looking for the pass more than anything. He's also
missing him.
Yeah. So he should start running.
Chum, Marky Gilly, calling himself an eligible receiver. Bowen Harris set up in the backfield, along with Stephen Jones. Kason Campbell set up at the top of your screen. A handoff to Jones. Stephen Jones will find the seam and get to the 25. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good physical run on 1st down. You get 5 yards. That's what we're talking about when we say staying ahead of the sticks. Because now BIC, all they need to do to convert is get 2.5 yards on 2nd, 2.5 yards on 3rd. And if they can control the line of scrimmage like they just did, they're able to do so. But it also opens up for a play action here on 2nd down, finding one of your dangerous wide receivers after faking the run.
Right.
And
then guess what? Side arm for Sterry Codrington is running for, 80 yards easily?
Yeah.
In a quick score update, it is tied 12-12 between the Stealth and the Gold in Las Vegas. The handoff to Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones will power through. He will get to the 40. He will get the 1st down and then some for the BIC, the former Patterson U running back, Corey Hammond, showing off the skills here in our first half.
Yeah, that's a great way to convert it. And shout-outs to the Gold. They start the season off in Vegas against the number 1 and number 2 teams in the division. Look like they're going to have a rough year. They're tied right now with the 3rd team. Good for them.
And as the BIC offense not being able to move as fast as they want, as the chains take a moment to get to where they're going, and it looks like a timeout call.
See, Ryan Shamar there still talking about Chewbacca. Like, what do you want? It's over now.
Clock will stop at 8:01. Timeout called by the U. Their 2nd charge timeout.
That's probably a good timeout because
it is.
When BIC catches you in a hurry up, if you're not you're not set as a defense.
And let's remember the Patterson U hurry up offense in 2021 and 2019 was one of the harshest offenses we had ever seen in the league. That's where the first term 50 boys and 80 boys came into the conversation, and Rob's smiling in the box in the sky right now because he was a key part of that.
Yeah, that's when he could say we, and it was actually factual. But the reason that hurry up offense was so successful, it was spearheaded by a quarterback that not only knows the league, knows the play calling that works, but also has the chemistry with that group of U players to just run to the line and know what his guys are going to do. Prince Ream has shown that he could throw the ball. He's shown that he could run really effectively, but what he's still learning is how to use his weapons to the best of their abilities, getting them in open space with play calling like we saw with Buck, and using his own ability to run the ball by manipulating the defense to allow for himself to have open lanes.
1st down after the timeout, 7:48 left to go in our first half. At halftime, we'll talk highlight scores and go around the league.
Tight coverage at the bottom of your screen on Ashanti Worthy, especially on a 1st down after a big run. I'm taking a shot.
Yeah, if that D-line doesn't get any pressure, Sterry's just going to sit back there real comfy in that pocket and just let his receiver do his thing.
Robinson was set up, but Codrington throws this one, and it was intended for Worthy.
Ugh.
Didn't get there in time. A little sloppy on
Definitely
the
the pressure.
execution.
Definitely the
That's
pressure.
the gloves. No, it's the gloves, man.
I think so. I thought the pressure got there a little bit. He seems really
it's misting right now, right?
It is.
So in my opinion, when it's this type of weather, it's not rain, right? Rain is tough to hold the football, especially the driving rain. But when you got gloves on, you can't tactile sense that thing in your hand. When it starts to slip, you don't know. And that's me shooting Sterry bail, I guess, but 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. BIC up by 1. And Codrington rolls out to his left. Sterry Codrington, he'll keep it. Husses his way near to the first down. And will they give it to him, or will they mark him a yard short? They will mark him a yard short, and it will be 3rd and 1.
Now, Sterry's upset because he's looking for that call, because it was definitely that situation where the defender has to try to grab the back of the jersey near where the nameplate is. The refs are going to push it for first down. It's Ryan Shamar is still arguing over there about moving the sticks, but the ref is going to have final say, as he should. You know what I'm saying? So that type of tackle is always that questionable tackle. So what you see there is as there's adjudication going on, I don't see Johnny Cochran anymore. But what Sterry's looking for
they
is
gave him
the
the
penalty.
first down.
Yeah. As I was saying, Ryan Shamar was over there arguing as the sticks are being moved.
What is happening up front that these guys keep getting these false starts and offsides?
And it's J-Rock Rogers, too. It's a vet in this league, a man.
So he knows something.
Well,
yeah,
that's
on BIC.
There's a gamesmanship going on both sides. BIC knows Quattro Huffin's snap count. The U knows Sterry snap counts. But if you remember in playoffs past, Sterry has been caught with the pseudo, let's call it barking, trying to get people off sides. When you start with the ball in your hands, the cadence has to be a 3-count cadence. Ready, set, go. And you can't really mess with that. But when guys try to take away the advantage of the defense by being able to jump the snap count, then they get into trouble.
Right.
And the BIC, heavy up front. Robinson set up a little ahead of Codrington. He snaps. Rolls out to his right, almost gets the ball taken away, but Codrington will get on his bicycle. Sterry Codrington will get to the first down marker again, utilizing his legs, and gets to the 39. First down, Trenton, as the clock continues to wind here in the first half.
That young man was just too fast.
When your main weapon isn't working for whatever reason, we saw the throw earlier in the drive from Sterry Codrington, had wide open receivers, wasn't able to really drive the ball, and it kind of ducked out of there. Well, what do you do in Call of Duty? You press triangle, you go to the sidearm, and when it's Sterry Codrington, the sidearm runs 4-2, right? It's not necessarily like a normal sidearm, like a handgun or whatever it is in Call of Duty nowadays. I don't know. I haven't played in a while. But it's a rocket launcher moving at full speed, and that's why they get the first down.
And I want to shout out the chat. Mitch, NAR, Hines57, at A7FL.com/chat, and SJ Stephen Jones lays the sauce on him, all varieties, and he gets brought down inside the 10. First down, Trenton BIC. The hair is the uniform, so dot boss Markeith Williamson not violating any of the rules, but that had to hurt a little, Rob.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, not even a little bit. So
there's likely a stray lock somewhere.
Yeah, I understand the pain. Best bet is to put it in the high top and hope that it stays out the way. Because right here, I don't know if Dot Boss makes this tackle if he doesn't.
Hey.
That's not. Yeah, that doesn't.
If it was J-Rock, it would have definitely not been for the hair. He has respect for the hair.
True.
And respect the hair, respect the line. 14-13, 3:52 and counting. Codrington with an empty backfield. You see Sterry and Ashante Worthy right there, set to the left. Codrington looking for options. Will throw this one to Trey Robinson. Could not get up for it. It will be second down.
Dot Boss is playing great on defense.
He is.
That's a defensive end going from playing contain on the quarterback to covering what would have been a wide open running back out of the backfield. And you see there, even though he's a defensive end, he swivels his hips to use the sideline as a defender and is facing the pass. There's nowhere that Sterry Codrington can put that ball and take advantage of what should have been a mismatch. A Trey Robinson on a defensive end? Yeah. That sounds like a mismatch. Not with Dot Boss, of course.
He's still too tall. He's still too quick. That's an interception if you make a mistake.
Codrington will keep it. Tosses it back to Trey Robinson. And Robinson will move it ahead, showing why he is a multi-time big game player. Been in the A7FL championship the last 2 seasons as an Insomniac and as a member of the BIC. Now on third down with a variety of weapons at his disposal. Sterry Codrington is going to try to extend this lead like he extended this play.
And that's speed option again. And look who it is on defense forcing the pitch and is forcing the better play situation. It looked like Henrock there on the tackle to force 3rd and goal.
And it will be 3rd down. Robinson set right next to Codrington. Handoff, he'll keep it. Codrington.
Press triangle.
He swift slides, presses triangle, and Codrington walks this in for the touchdown, taking a 20-13 lead.
Yeah, he's too fast. He's just way too fast for any plays like that. Nobody's within 5 yards of him. We know that's Sterry's game.
Yeah.
Well, listen, when you, instead of reloading and trying to find a receiver, you just switch to that sidearm, bat, and you're ready to attack.
There it is. That sidearm run a 4-2.
20-13 your score as we near the end of our first half. And Rob, Corey, this has been a very interesting back and forth. The U and the BIC have been trying to counterpunch each other.
I wish, guys, they went for 2 here, because if they get the 2, 22-13, that's a 2-score game. That's how important these extra points can be. But I guess they think that they can get the
Codrington
1.
in trouble, throws this one, and it cannot get to Worthy, and it will be 20-13 with 2 minutes left in the half. The U get the ball back, and they've already scored on 1 on time down. Will they be able to get 1 more? We'll find out more after this. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. We're back live with the A7FL Games of the Week. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. Don't worry about the clock on the top of the screen. The clock at the bottom of the screen is the only one that matters. With 2 minutes left to go in the half, it's 20-13. The BIC lead the BIC lead the Patterson U. Silk City Animals got the win in our first game of the day, and it is a big day in the A7FL. Rob Fabian, Corey Hammond. As we count down to the end of this first half, BIC got a big touchdown here, but the Patterson U, they responded on the 3-on-1 throw-off before. Is this going to be an opportunity for them to do that, or has Umar Lewis been figured out by this BIC return team?
I mean, it's his chance to do it again.
Well, even bigger development, guys. Part of the reason as we went to break that everybody was a little bit concerned on the sideline is on that extra point attempt after Sterry Codrington threw the ball, and it wasn't a penalty, guys. It was just a bang bang type of play. Codrington somehow got caught up. He was on the field for the entire break. He does walk off the field with his own power. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to return to this game, based on him being checked out on the sideline, sitting down, talking to staff and teammates. Guys, if Sterry can't continue to go, then it almost equalizes these team situations, because right now the U are playing with half a deck of cards, not having Quattrell Huffin. But if BIC has to go with a different quarterback, it might end up being the former Vegas quarterback in Trey Robinson, who is very capable in his own right, or let's be honest, Ashanti Worthy, the high school quarterback.
There we go.
I mean, they have options, but you hate to see it. And I think that's why, it wasn't animosity that brought both of these teams onto the field, kind of hovered around the injured player in Sterry Codrington. It was kind of mutual respect, I would say. Obviously guys are going to kerfuffle a little bit, but it will lead to another 3-on-1 throw-off where we'll see DeMar, Jamie Melendez, and Sire Hancock, 3 defensive backs, kind of to counter the speed that we've already seen from Umar Butter Lewis, who's set to return.
And it will be Lewis returning for the Patterson U, and it would be interesting to see Ashanti Worthy take that pivot back to quarterback. When we first heard about him, when he came on the scene, we knew he was dangerous as a returner. We saw that in the game, but to see him now as a quarterback could be an interesting proposition. A 3-on-1 throw-off, it's cleared. And now Umar Butter Lewis will return for Patterson. And he cuts through and met by 2 defenders, Sire Hancock and number 7, that is Jamie Melendez, in on the tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Patterson U, who have answered the call so far, but are only down 2 scores, pardon me.
Well, it's
pardon me,
7.
1 score, 20-13. 20-13.
Now,
if
BIC, that's how important those extra points can be. Because if BIC was able to punch it in from the 10 to get the 2 points, and it would have been 22-13, all of a sudden that 1-score game that it sits right now, 9 points means you have to score twice, 2 touchdowns to take the lead. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the U, and Ream at quarterback again with trips to the top of your screen.
3 on the line as well. They'll switch up some of the moves on defense. On the screen, quick toss over. Trying to get the 1st down, but only will get about 3. That one to Pat Coburn, the former BIC player. Been with the U the last 5 seasons. Big play there by Coburn, and it will be 2nd down.
Well, the blocking in front of him wasn't good enough to break him, but listen, quick screen, get about 4 yards. I mean, that's as good as you can expect an average run play. So, again, stay ahead of the sticks. Manageable 3rd down is really key for Ream as he gets more and more comfortable with this style of A7FL football.
Big play, Haas Dubois and the dot boss, Markeith Williamson, will act as eligible receivers along with a 2 on the wing. And an opportunity for Williams. Williams will run to the outside. He will get to around the 46-yard line, and we'll see where he's called out after it was Taj Tamino on the tackle.
And BIC is probably more equipped to deal with his outside speed, but if that kid gets a break, it's going to be tough for anyone on that defense to catch him.
Well, and 9 out of the 10 times we've seen him drop back to throw the ball, it seems like he would prefer a lane to open up and take it with his legs. Now, that's a 1st down, so they're moving the ball. But it's going to be interesting, the chess match, as BIC, if they can keep him in the pocket and force him to pass, maybe that's their best opportunity to stop him.
1 man set to the left, 2 wide receivers, and here comes the pressure. The throw. That one's popped up. That one got swatted coming out of the ball, and that one out of the hands of Williams. The ball got swatted out of the hands.
Yeah, that's one of those where he was releasing the ball and the forward momentum of his right arm was stopped as a defender got his own arm in the position of the moving throwing arm. So it stops on a dime, isn't able to finish the release, and then the ball slips out of his hands and just floats up into the ether. I think did it come back down yet? Yes, it did. But that'll bring up 2nd and 10. And again, you want to stay ahead of the sticks. Now, for them to make it a manageable 3rd down, they're going to have to get at least 5, maybe 7 yards. And it looks like they're going to be in the backstack. And it might be Butler back there is the backstack quarterback.
With Butler back there, Williams has dot ball from Keith Williamson as an eligible receiver. The snap, the throw back, and here comes an opportunity for Butler. Butler will step up. He will throw this one near the sideline, and it will not get to their receiver.
Number one, no, Kareem is on the other side by himself, and I get it. I get it. It might be a difficult throw, but we just seen the arm on this Butler guy, bro. Like, he can get that throw off. That's an insane arm.
Yeah, but the thing is that the way that the play is called, you're throwing it back, then you're avoiding the pressure that happens immediately. And with a little bit of time and space in front of him, really, what's in his field of vision? Throwing it all the way across the field seems like it might be a good play in 2020 hindsight, but that's a potential interception right there as well, because you got to throw all the way across the field. So
That's
here's
true.
the thing. 1st down, 2nd down, you get nothing. Now you're forcing Ream to be in 3rd and 10. This is exactly where BIC wants to be against this quarterback.
And if you want to be a part of the conversation, go to a7fl.com/chat. That's a7fl.com/chat.
Okay.
And here comes Williams saying, "Don't bother me with your nonsense." Gets the 1st down and kills the clock with 41 seconds left.
Those seams, he's very dangerous in those seams where I can't speak much for his elusiveness, but he is fast. Like, he gets a step or two on you, and it's like, I don't know who's close enough to catch the guy.
And what we say on the first drive, we saw H3 Frazier playing in the box, almost looked like he was either playing just a middle zone, which, by the way, guys, is not working out for defenses today, or he was playing spy on Ream. Now, if they go back to that defense and force Ream, again, it does not look like he's really excited to throw the ball downfield to try to convert. He's really comfortable once he gets out of the pocket with a little bit of open space in front of him. But 1st and 10, they're going to go 4 wide.
Oh, empty backfield.
Empty backfield. Williams in trouble. Williams on his bicycle. He is back in his own territory. Williams throws this one, and it is caught. It's caught. But Corey Mims, that is why he's hot.
Wow. On a play that looked like it had zero business being effective. Let's give Ream a lot of credit, because that elusiveness, allowing him to give the receiver enough time to get open, and a well-thrown football there. Right. Now, again, when you have forced Ream to kind of play the more traditional in-the-pocket quarterback, not really working. But once it's turned into a scramble drill, guys, he has his only completions that he's been able to get. Yeah, Isaac is a great player, but he's excited to play against Corey Hammond, not against a guy like this.
Not at all.
Ooh, Kells went for it, and then Sair Hancock gets picked up on the pick.
Great block. That's an easy one. That's easy money.
And that is why he is one of the hottest.
Noises, by the way.
That's why he's one of the hottest receivers in the A7FL. Runs it back with the remix of the remix, and it will be Ron Butler in at quarterback for the extra point attempt. As they
every opportunity that we have
on the play on the Patterson U.
Wow.
Not sure what the call is here.
Some Doug Flutie comparisons to Kareem Williams coming to me from my own personal instant feedback. Timeout called by the U. And folks, if you want to protect yourself on the field and also look dope while doing it, protect yourself from concussions, lower the risk with Gator Skin Shiesty. Get the Gator Skin Shiesty now and get 10% off at GatorTech.com. That's GatorTech.com. That's GatorTech.com. And use the code A7FL25 for 10% off today. That is the great Shiesty from Gator Skin, the Gator Skin Shiesty at G8RTech.com. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. Corey, what do you got?
Yeah, every moment that we feel like we can have like significant doubt in if Ream is the guy, he answers the bell, at least so far today. Say what you want on some of these 1st and 2nd downs, when it's in that situation, especially on that last drive where he's got to convert in a big situation for his team, he's making it happen. And look, it's not conventional. It's not Quattro Huffin, but right now, does it really matter if it's 19-20?
Nah, as long as
and
it's
he's
working.
in a backstack for Ron Butler to convert it and maybe tie the game?
But guys, 25 seconds. Butler on his bicycle trying to tie this game up, and he can't get it there. So the BIC have the slight lead, 20-19. But with 25 seconds and untimed down and 2 timeouts, can the Trenton BIC do something? That's the question I have. Can the Trenton BIC do something at the end of this half? And folks, they're going to need to tape themselves up, get those ankles taped, get themselves spatted for the end of this first half. And if you need that at any level for sports of all sports and all ages, go to tapemeup.net. That's tapemeup.net and get taped up like a pro.
Well, the great thing about a 3-on-1 return, gentlemen, is doesn't matter if there's any time left on the clock. As long as there's 1 second, it's an untimed down. So they're going to have at least the opportunity here with the ball in Ashanti Worthy's hands to erase the previous great play from Dakari Mims and Prince Ream.
A Huff will throw the ball off for the Patterson U.
A Huff.
20-19 is your score. Has to clear 35 yards on the fly.
It's not going to.
And it does not. So it will be a dead ball run for Ashante Worthy. No time will be taken off the clock, and he will get to run from the whistle.
And in a situation like this, gentlemen, any tackle at any point on the field is a win for the coverage team.
Yep.
Honestly.
You're just trying to keep him beyond the 50. If he gets inside the 50, it's going to be rough sledding for the U defense in the final 25 seconds.
Smiling about it. Hate to see it.
Worthy will go on the whistle, and he will... Ashante Worthy trying to break away. Gets through the first couple of layers of protection, but will not get too far. Flag on the play.
What's
and that
the
one
flag?
was, I'm not sure, but a flag was thrown. But he got to the 49, got right near where they would have to be, in my opinion, to score with this time. And that's not a bad return.
That's also great coverage because, yes, you'll take the field position if you're BIC. But with only 2 timeouts, really, you're going to get a maximum of maybe 4 or 5 plays. And although they're probably able to do it, the one thing that we've seen is that Sterry Codrington, at least today, has been much more effective on the ground. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Patterson.
Oh, that is not what you want. And an interesting question. Last year for the BIC was Marcellus Pack taking back most of the returns. We've seen Kason Campbell and Ashante Worthy basically split that time. Do you think that it's a little bit of rust here for Ashante Worthy, or?
Well, I mean, Ashanti Worthy's kind of always testing that coverage team for a touchdown. So if they play good contain and force him into being tackled at the 50.
And it was a high tackle. That was the call. Tackle around the neck was the penalty. Then they're enforcing that 15 yards. It'll be first down for the BIC.
Well, that's in the threshold where 25 seconds, now you have plenty of time. All you really have to do is complete the ball to the middle of the field, call a timeout, and then figure it out from there. Realistically, with the playmakers that they have on the field, the U's got to buckle up, because if they want to take this and have it be a 1-point game at half, they're going to have to do some work here.
The handoff, play action. Codrington throws this one to the end zone. Swatted away. Mims on Ashante Worthy. Burns 5 seconds off the clock, and it'll be second down on an incompletion. The clock should not run. The clock runs off another 3 seconds to 17.
Got to complete the pass. Corey said it earlier. That's probably the most important thing they can do right now. But they went for the gusto there. Would you have done that, Corey? How would you have set it up?
I mean, I would have tried to throw a spiral, but I mean, other than that, I mean, that's the matchup that you want. Ashanti Worthy one-on-one coverage with space in front of him. The ball hangs just a little bit. Sterry is throwing into the wind with the slick ball. So obviously not a great throw, but he gave his guy a chance. It's just a good play from Mims.
5 for 9 so far, 93 yards for Codrington with 15 seconds left. Codrington to the end zone, could not get to his man. Holding on
defensive holding. So the thing is a Patterson U fan right now might scream that the ball was uncatchable. The ruling on a defensive holding call, it's holding regardless of whether the ball is catchable or not. Right. So that's a good play from Sterry Codrington to throw to that man to highlight what was obviously illegal defense. But it's a 5-yard gain that brings them to the 30. I'm not sure if the official time is the 10 seconds. So really the timeouts are now null and void. You really only have a maximum of 2 plays. But if Sterry has to run back and forth, this could be the final play of the half.
Right.
But listen, it looks like the U is still just man coverage, no help over the top. If you make a good throw against good coverage, that's a potential touchdown.
3 receivers set. Campbell at the bottom of your screen. Ashante Worthy in the slot. The snap by Codrington.
He's got one-on-one.
Throws it deep downfield to Kason Campbell, and Dakari Mims swats the ball down on one-on-one coverage, and another flag seems to have been called.
Interesting, though. We have a flag on the far side of the field, but the ref that it happened directly in front of didn't call anything.
It could have been another.
It looks like they're pointing in BIC's direction. As Sterry Codrington right now.
Oh, there it is.
It could be that. It could be that.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, it could be that. I mean, that's every play, though. You ain't hear it from me.
Great. That's a good play from Dakari Mims. Yeah. But they haven't moved the ball yet. Oh, they're moving it closer, guys. They're moving it closer to the end zone, and with 1.5 left on the clock.
Pass interference on the defense is the call.
Rough. I didn't
holding,
see that.
no nothing. Yeah, I see a lot of holding they ain't calling. What are you looking at?
I didn't see it, man.
Well,
I don't see it.
Everybody moving, everybody grooving as we stand here in the waiting room as the Patterson U's defensive penalties have cost them yardage here. Will it cost them points here in the final moments of the half as we take a look at the replay again? Just taking his time. Codrington will see the call.
I don't know, man. I skew offense, too.
I do not know.
I don't see that. I
skew
like
offense. I'm always going to shoot a great offensive play bail.
We're talking outside the shoulders here. That's not the call. I don't see any contact. Hold on. Let's see where we see contact. No contact, no contact, no contact. Right here. Where's the call? Where's the call?
I'm trying to. Is this being challenged right now?
Game's too close for this.
Somewhere Ryan Shamar right now is talking about Chewbacca again because it just does not make sense.
And also, they could be trying to see when the clock stopped because, that is not a.
See now for that, if Ryan start crying, I won't be upset.
They're trying to. We're trying to get the official call here.
That doesn't make sense.
Because if it's pass interference in the end zone, guess what, guys? The ball goes down to the 1-yard line. It's a spot of the ball penalty, which means that regardless of what play you call here, you have an infinitely higher chance of converting it if you're down at the 1-yard line instead of another 5-yard penalty at the 25. So
the Seahawks.
What?
Wow.
Malcolm Butler sighting
with another league.
Sorry.
Malcolm Butler sighting somewhere with a free car because Tom Brady's just handed it out after winning him the game. But yeah, they're going to be down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, last play of the half.
The U get the ball at the half. They need to make a stand
Spoilers, more yellow.
The snap and another flag on the play.
Goodness, bro. Korstradamus strikes again, and it's on
the BIC, so they go back.
It's a situation where the ball don't lie, but the ball's still lying a little bit.
So the ball's fibbing. The ball,
close. It's still too close.
Delay a game on the BIC.
Well, it'll be 1st and goal from the 6. 1.5 left. This is by far the last play, unless there's a penalty or some other type of kerfuffle again.
The big man, number 26.
But it'll be twins to the bottom of your screen. Kason Campbell and Ashanti Worthy with plenty of room. Like I said, the lineup, the alignment means he has inside and out ability on the route.
This will be the final play of the first half. Codrington throws it to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. BIC. Kason Campbell with the reception.
And that will stand. That will count. And this is Sterry's third touchdown pass, his fourth accounted for touchdown of the first half. That is gut-wrenching for Patterson U and their defense that really has played relatively well in spurts. But when that man is that wide open, there's nothing you can do to stop the connection. Sterry to Campbell, touchdown.
Sterry KK equals 6 as the Patterson U will walk into halftime down 26-19.
And again, they failed to do the math. If they are to get this, they'll be up 8. If they went for 2, they'd be up 9, and that would be 2 scores.
I was informed that Flag Day is not March 30th. It's in fact June 14th. And the BIC, as we take a look at some highlights from the first half, we go to the extra point, and they get there.
That was Ashanti Worthy at quarterback, by the way.
Ashanti Worthy to K-Wack. Why you do that, K-Wack? Why you do that? As it will be 27-19.
Rob, who did it better? My Gritty or whatever that just was from K-Wack?
I mean, K-Wack has like this original little dance he does. Your Gritty was more shocking, so I have to say I enjoyed that one more.
And it is the end of our first half. Ashanti Worthy to Carnell
with the
Wachter.
Fadeaway jumper. That's how athletic he is. A little bit of the Euro
step as we step in the name of love and in the halftime here in Asbury Park. We'll take a brief timeout. Why you do that, K-Wack? We'll ask those questions and more when we return with the A7FL Games of the Week. BIC have the lead. We'll go over how next. We're back live. Let's take a look at some highlights from this game so far. It's the A7FL Games of the Week as we are getting ready at halftime. That was a big impact play from Ole Bell. But Rob, Corey, it has been back and forth. It has been consternation and conversation on both sides as Sterry Codrington and Ashanti Worthy hold the lead 27-19 over the Patterson U. Let's take a look at the stats. The passing yards, not necessarily where you would want them to be on either side of the ball, but the Patterson U controlling everything but the return yards, even though they have the return touchdown. The BIC, if you took a look at the penalty yards so far in this game, they would be the beneficiaries of some Patterson U calls that dragged them down the field, Rob.
Yeah, it looks like the stats don't tell the story of the game at all. You would think the U is winning with the way those stats are lined up, but it's just not really going that well for the U. They're still trying to figure out who they are without Huff. And, I can honestly say that's a tough thing to do against a team like BIC.
Well, and I think it's 5 drives for the BIC offense, 4 scores. A lot of that last drive, which, remember, they got the ball and the drive began at the 35-yard line. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, 30 of those yards were converted in penalty yardage. So when you really break it down, 2 things are making that stat line look ridiculous.
And correction, well, those stats were flipped. So the BIC leading the way everywhere, but in terms of return yards, which is where we saw that we had the stat got flipped, the graphic got flipped. So we'll have that updated for you in a second.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
Because Sterry's got 3 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, but really it's been the starting field position for BIC. Almost every single time they've gotten the ball, it's either been close to the 50 or on the other side of the 50. And when you look at the way that Sterry Codrington is playing this game, first of all, he's playing a tough defense. So it's going to make a great player look a little bit less than great at times.
Right.
But when he isn't able to, for whatever reason, consistently affect the game with accurate passing, he goes to the sidearm. And by the way, that's that 4.2 speed and that shiftiness that is moving the chains as he's their number 1 rusher. And also it's keeping the defense from being able to double cover those dangerous wide receivers, because Kason Campbell and Ashanti Worthy have been single covered all day. And that's why one has 2 receptions for touchdowns. The other has 1 reception for a touchdown. And right now, if you're the U, you're going into halftime thinking about what they could possibly do to make their defense more effective against this BIC offense.
And we'll take a look ahead to the second half, and we'll take a look at highlights when we return here from Asbury Park Stadium. The BICU rivalry continues. We'll figure out more after the break. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. We're back live with the A7FL Games of the Week, and we are here at 27-19 at halftime. And if you want to get yourself taped up, get taped up like a pro. Professional athletic training services available to all sports and ages. Go to tapemeup.net. That's tapemeup.net, or scan the QR code now. The Patterson U need to tape themselves up as they're down 27-19. How'd we get here? Let's tell the story with some highlights. And the Patterson U and the Trenton Bic coming into this game at a little bit of a different pace, as the U coming in off a loss, and with a new quarterback, Williams, Prince Ream would get met by Ole Bell, and a big play to set the tone, but Prince Ream would not allow himself to be denied, and neither would the BIC defense, Rob and Corey, as they would make it a 3-and-out, and then the return from Ashante Worthy to set the table for the first BIC drive of the day. Changing direction, would not get 6, but whenever you can get inside the 45 or right here at the 48-yard line, it's good field position. You'll take it any day of the week, and so will Sterry Codrington. He'll take this play to Ashante Worthy. Trey Robinson will find the block, and Ashante Worthy will find his first touchdown of the afternoon to make it 6-0. That's why he's one of the baddest men in the A7FL. 6-0 would be your score at the 9:53 mark of the first. And take a look again at this play, Corey. Ashante Worthy to Sterry Codrington, one of the most common connections in our league, setting it up to be 6-0.
Yeah, and it's just a sit route, and there's a twins combo at the top of the screen. He finds the open space, and then you see the acceleration. That's why it's an easy score.
SJ got the 7-0 lead off the extra point, but Umar Butter-Lewis showing why speed kills, Big Rob. Hussed his way to the house, showing why he was a big free agent pickup in the offseason.
And that meant so much to him to score against his former team, who he feels like underutilized them, putting the U's first score on the board. I'm proud of that kid. I know he's happy about that one.
Big play to make it 7-6. The U would not be able to get the championship points, which is a harbinger of doom in this league, but Umar Butter-Lewis, so smooth, like the hit track off of Supernatural, and making it 7-6. And then Huff would throw it off after this play. Now it would be a high-arcing ball that would find its way to be live, and Ashante Worthy would have to make something out of possibly nothing, as he would extend the field and get some yards, try to get past the Huff, but would not be able to, setting up the next BIC drive. And then Sterry Codrington stepping up right in the pocket, finding him, bang, off the hands of Kason Campbell. That's one you're going to want to have back. Would end up turning the ball over. Patterson would get the ball back, and Prince Ream would be setting the stage here, would skate over to the right, skate over to the left, and then just the rest of its roll, bounce, bop into the end zone as the U would take their first lead out of the afternoon, Rob.
And I know at this point, they're feeling it. Kareem got his touchdown. Maybe something's there. The energy's there. They go for the 2-point conversion. They actually convert it. So now we're like, okay, maybe this is solidified. But, you're going against BIC. You got to be prepared for anything.
Especially Kason Campbell, who got a bit of a redemption there against Dakari Mims. And then Codrington with Trey Robinson set up to his left, 2:15 and counting in the first, would throw this one to the man who calls himself Superman and extend this one and not get the kryptonite crunch to extend the drive for Trenton. Trey Robinson, such a formidable asset to this BIC team, Rob, and we see here Codrington steps up, launches this one right into Ashante Worthy's hands.
Way too easy.
Second touchdown combination for those two on the day. And just an impressive day. And throwing up that U right in the face of Ryan Shamar, tied 13-13. Sterry's like, you know what? Beep it. I'm going to make my own way. Gets into the extra point zone, makes it 14-13. But the U would not go out without a fight in this first half, especially in the first quarter. The D-Train would set things up, and then in the second quarter, the BIC defense tried to establish some pressure, but Prince Ream says, nah, you know what I've got? I've got an offense that will back me up. Big play, Haas Dubois, the former D1 standout, making it be known, and then things break down. Go ahead and give it to him like Tom Petty in the 80s. Baby, it's all right, because Prince Ream would move the ball upfield and keep this U offense alive. They wouldn't be able to score, but Stephen Jones would answer the bell and find himself moving down the field to keep the drive going for the BIC. This rushing attack with Stephen Jones is really impressive, Rob, but we see this passing offense. Robinson set out, and then Codrington would just get on his bicycle and get pulled down for another first down. Sterry can pull it off for 15 yards, it seems like, at any given time.
Sterry's just that good, so poised. He drops back, real comfortable, makes the first guy miss, and just gets on his bicycle, as you love to say, Matt, and just takes off. Easy first down for Sterry.
And a real winner isn't going to do it in the way that he wants to make it look pretty. He's going to do it in the way that he can to make it effective. And when he's had to, he's tucked the ball down, ran, and got the yards he's needed for the first down.
Stephen Jones's hair would get tucked down by the dot boss Markeith Williamson to set up this play. Codrington fakes out the cameras, fakes out the defense, and then slides in for 6 with 2:03 left to go to make it a 2-score lead. Well, make it a 1-score lead, 20-13. And then the U trying to make something happen. Prince Ream would find himself sent to the sideline. And then under 40 seconds, the U again skating around this BIC defense, taking the time, making the catch, and this is why he's one of the hottest receivers in the A7FL. Dakari Mims tried to walk it off with 25 seconds and give you back the lead, but Patterson wouldn't be able to get there. We'll be back with more after the break. $27-19 your score, and if you want to get taped up like a pro, go to our friends over at Tape Me Up. That's tapemeup.net, or scan the QR code now. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond. The halftime is over, and it's time for the third quarter. The Patterson U will get the ball. Rob, Corey, ask you guys, what adjustments do the BIC and the U have to make here to make sure either one of them walk out with the win in this half?
Basically like a cinder block foundation. You're headbutting, and you're calling pass play after pass play after pass play. I'd love to see them call some of the designed runs that you'll even see a guy like Sterry Codrington feature, where it's like a quarterback draw or something like that to give their guy Prince Ream an opportunity to get a designed run. But you know what? Doubt him all you want, regardless of whether it looks pretty. He's kind of making it happen when they can. And if you're BIC, Rob, go ahead.
If you're BIC, I mean, you maintain the status quo. You do what's working. You make sure the defense frustrates Kareem so he can't get it going. And you hope that they don't put Ron Butler in until it's too late.
Well, I think if you're BIC, you're going to have to establish a run game with a running back. Right now,
Really?
most, if not all of their yards on the running game are coming from Sterry Codrington. And after that little break in which he was, you know, and I guess this is a pause or whatever, when he's on his back the entire break and has to be carried off to the sideline, what you don't want to do is try to win the game by playing ball control with him being your leading rusher. SJ, Trey Robinson, one of these guys has to step up in the run. And here's a throw off.
BIC will get the ball, and that will be Kason Campbell. I thought that you would be getting it, but Kason Campbell making sure they get that work. Kason Campbell pushed out a play at the near the 50-yard line.
That stab, jab step that he does has
so nasty.
Snatched so many ankles in this league.
It's so nasty.
And the BIC,
I've been working on that move myself, guys.
Lead and the ball. We see it here on the Willie Brown cam.
Yes, right there.
Oof.
Say, get him again.
Oh, give it to him again. Give it to him again. Kason Campbell, one of the more impressive five-tool athletes you have in this league. And he's just one of two weapons for the Trenton BIC, who will have the ball here. 27-19 your score.
Wings to the top of the screen. SJ in the backfield.
Making an adjustment at the line. The snap, the handoff to Jones. Jones will try to get around. He pushes one defender off of him, and it gets brought down at the 41.
I think they heard you, Corey.
Well, but did it? It didn't work.
No, I'm not saying it was supposed to. I know they heard you because they did make the adjustment to start running again.
And they go with a stretch, and you saw immediately the offensive line for BIC. They kind of go into almost that stretch zone type of block where it looked like K-Wack was trying to get out onto the defensive edge pressure guy, which would have been Dot Boss. But it's Burton, who they left unblocked, is able to slow up SJ just enough. And then J-Rock cleans it up, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. 13:40 and counting. 27-19 your score. The snap. Codrington will keep it. Sterry Codrington will get to the 30, and he will try to push himself to the 27.
That's a great read.
Phenomenal read.
Because that's speed option. So what they're doing is they're leaving number 2, Dot Boss, on an island by himself unblocked, which means now when you run speed option, now the numbers are in your favor because you have 7 on 6 because you go away from wherever the option man goes. And what you see is that Sterry takes the inside lane, accelerates, gets the first down. And now Dot Boss is going to have to think about that.
Codrington. 2 wide receivers set. He'll hand it off again to Jones. Jones will find that opening. Jones will push towards the sideline and get brought out around the 12. Shout out to Tape Me Up. And that will be a first down as the Patterson U defense need to tape those ankles after Stephen Jones pushed them back.
That was some phenomenal offensive line blocking from the BIC's offense. I haven't shouted them out enough today. That was probably the best blocking sequence I've seen from them today.
And they left number 3 unblocked, so the acceleration from SJ to get to the second level was huge there.
1st and 10. Ball on the 14. Play action, the screen. That is to Ashante Worthy. Worthy has one defender. He'll slip, slide, take it to the house. Touchdown, BIC.
Okay.
That would be numero tres for the young man from the West Coast, maybe in Hollywood.
Hollywood. He's swinging. 3rd touchdown of the day for Ashante Worthy as they extend their lead. Rob, U defense really didn't seem to have an answer there.
I don't think that U has an answer this season in general. This is going to be the first time, I think, in U existence, if they don't figure something out and make an adjustment to deal with BIC's high-powered offense, this is going to be the first time they're 0-2.
They'll be, they will walk out of this week 1-2.
1-2. And I've never seen them with a losing schedule.
They would share the same schedule as of now as the QC Crush.
Oh, my goodness.
Would that drop? Would a loss today take them out of the top 7? Trey Robinson in for the extra point. They will go for 1 for 5 from the 5, intercepted by Dakari Mims. That does not matter as the U will get it a dead ball play, but it's 33-19. They put up a Patrick Ewing, Rob.
We're going to call it what it is. If the U loses to BIC here today, and depends on the type of loss too. We do have to compare, net points, all that. If the U loses to BIC today, they're 100% It's going to be very tough to fight for them to be in the top 5 or 7.
And we are on record watch right now. The current record of touchdowns is held by Logo Davis and Hefe Jones with 4. Ashante Worthy needs 1 more to tie and 2 more to break it. And folks, if you want to get an Ashante Worthy BIC jersey, go on over to our partners at TPG Sports. They've got custom athletic uniforms for all athletes of all sports and ages. Go to tpg-sports.com. That's tpg-sports.com, or scan the QR code. Now, Dwan Williams will be throwing it off for the Trenton Bic. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian and Corey Hammond on your A7FL Games of the Week, internationally on DAZN, and in the U.S. on Fox Soul, Triller 24/7, and Fight. Triller TV Plus, and Rod Butler. Butler putting up a fight. He's a thriller on Triller and gets brought down inside the 45.
Oh, wow. Maybe
they're going to need an answer on this drive because they can't go down 3 scores with the way that their offense is working. Not that they can't score, but it's been a lot tougher. But gentlemen, listen. I got the bio freeze. I got the knee brace. I got to start getting ready. Fans, friends, wish me luck. I'll be out there.
And good luck to Corey Hammond, who will be in our 7 o'clock game on a7fl.com/watch. That's a7fl.com/watch. A big play there by the Patterson U. 33-19 your score. And a shout out to Booby Miles in the chat. Shocked that you have never been 1-2, and they might be here today, but they're trying to fight that as it's Willie Easterling trying to walk it down. Use a bit of that Philly shell to get the first down for Patterson.
And that's honestly you football. And I just know, unfortunately, because the score gap is so wide, they need to maintain this, but try to sneak in a quick one or try to break one of these 3-on-1s.
That's the opportunity. That's what you have to do. Battering Ram Butler coming to me on my own instant feedback, trying to find an opening. The D train back in. You see the dot boss number 2, Markeith Williamson, declaring himself an eligible receiver. Also, the reason why Willie Easterling's numbers are orange is that they were pulled off on tackles.
Oh, yikes.
The snap and the handoff to the D-Train, and the D-Train will pull in for about 3 yards, goes local 1 stop.
Those are some tough yards, though, and D-Train's a big guy. A lot of forward momentum going up against that guy. It's tough.
10:39 and counting. 2nd and 6 after the gain of 4 on the play. Will be interesting to see how Ream and company handle being down by this deficit. Backs against the wall. Rarely have we seen the U on back-to-back weeks find themselves having to claw back. The handoff. Williams keeps it. The throw. Caught. Brings it in. First down. Patterson. That ball's still alive. And that is number 8.
Big play, Haas. Funny enough, Haas is one of those guys I think if used correctly or if he gets out of his own way, probably would be one of the better players in the league. He just take a look at his catch.
Former D1 prospect.
Amazing. That's an amazing catch.
Played in the Orange Bowl. Top flight player in this league. A guy with high-level D1 experience. Played against Notre Dame on Saturdays. This is a guy who, if you can find an opportunity for him, he can make a big play for you. They don't get the first down, though, Rob. They get a first down. And they still have 4 opportunities to make this game a little bit closer with 9:52 and counting.
Somehow that young man needs help. If they could somehow get Ron Butler and Haas in the mix, it could change the game for them, but they have to find a way to utilize those 2 guys better.
And Rob, you know the Patterson U machinery and how this team is constructed as we see this play again. Beautiful one-handed grab. Just brings it right on in. We'll take a look look around the league. Your score in Las Vegas, the Stealth leading 44-12 over the Gold. And we take a look again at the replay. Ooh, Williams got hit. He got laid out on that same time. It looked like a bang play, but We'll see where they mark the ball, whether he was down at the 4 or down inside the 10-yard line.
That's what they're checking for, to see if there was contact made when he went down. He's touching him a little bit. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on now. Oh. That's inconclusive.
Yeah.
That's kind of inconclusive. But he didn't go much
He
further.
kind of gives himself up.
He gives it up. If this was a touchdown, I could really see the review. Whether you give him these 2 yards or you take him away, it's still a good position for him.
Yeah.
He stopped.
It'll be, and we go back to live action. They will give him the yards. They called him down at the 4. 1st and goal. Clock will run again. 9:48. The handoff to Easterling. Easterling finds the seam. Can he get there?
Ooh. Waiting for the ref to put the hands up.
Let's see.
I got nothing from the ref.
And they call it seems like they call it down at the half-inch line. It will be 2nd down. And Rob, guess what goal line it is?
What is it?
It's the Asbury goal line where every UBIC, it's the same spot.
Yeah,
same goal line. If you go to the archives on A7FL.tv or the A7FL YouTube channel, this side of the field has always been one of the more consequential goal lines in our league's history. The D-train, no, that's Willie Easterling. Easterling trying to go for the tush push, and we'll see if they call him down or they'll give him the touchdown. They say he didn't make it. Oh, no, we're trying to see what the call is. Scoreboard says it's a touchdown. One ref says it's a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't see the other ones. Very interesting.
We'll see what the call is. As of now, it's a touchdown. It is a touchdown. Touchdown, Patterson, 33-25, an 8-point game now. Chance to try to get it within 1 possession. A 2-pointer would put him within 6. Shout out to Mr. Acevedo, my first-grade teacher, for reminding me of that one. Digging in the memory banks 30 years ago. And right now, with 33-25,
they have Ron Butler back there.
Butler with a sizable line, including Markeith Williamson. The snap. Butler immediately met with pressure. He'll come round the bend and meet us here at the camera. And Trey Robinson will find him in. And it will be an extra point. That was for, I believe that was for 2.
Oh.
Trying to.
They're keeping the game interesting.
You are keeping the game tight. And without Quattro Huffin.
Their defense just has to adjust.
And we'll take a brief timeout, and when we return, the Trenton Bic will try to respond. Will they be able to extend this lead, or will the U find a way to counter back? It's 33-25. More next. We're back with the A7FL Games of the Week live across A7FL TV, whether you're on DAZN, whether you are on Fox Soul, Triller TV Plus, Fight 24/7 by Triller, or on A7FL.tv. We're so glad you're joining us. This game is brought to you by GatorTech. Get more protection on the field with the Gator Skin Shiesty. Scan the QR code now, and Kason Campbell looking to light things up in his Shiesty, and Kason Campbell gets through 2 defenders and gets brought down. Another big run by Kason Campbell. It feels like he's 2 2 seconds away. 2 seconds away from breaking it away.
Always looking like half a step. He's and that's it. He'll go for 6. And that's very dangerous. That's something that the U can't afford right now because they're barely able to keep up, and they're keeping up, but it's not enough. Right now, being down 1 score, 33-26, if they allow this young man to break one open on a 3-on-1, it's going to get real dark. Right now, the game is very close, very winnable for the U, but they still have to make those defensive adjustments to deal with Sterry's speed and his arm strength. And I always said this, I don't think you could stop BIC. I think you could slow them down.
Yeah,
and as long as you control the clock, slow BIC down, and score at will, you'll probably have a good day.
Stephen Jones will get the ball on first down. Nope, Codrington keeps it thrown, caught, and that is Kason Campbell met by Dakari Mims, and he tried to pull away, almost did, and they will whistle him dead. The clock will continue to run. I'm not sure they gave him the first down, but the BIC, big play, first play from scrimmage on that drive, they make it moving.
I like the play action there. Llewellyn tries his best. It's like the speed is there, but it's not necessarily there. It's almost like they leave him unblocked because he knows they know that he won't catch Sterry because he always seems to be back there for the penetration, but never actually gets the job done.
Wachter calls himself an eligible receiver. Jones set up behind Codrington. They will hand it off. Jones.
Oof.
Bounces through. Stephen Jones.
Wow.
That extra burst of speed, the former Patterson U running back with an emphatic first down run.
Great reads off his blocks. He was able to find that gap and get that burst and got a little extra push from J-Rock from the attempted tackle. J-Rock's chest gave him maybe a couple of steps forward.
And now an opportunity for the BIC to extend this lead up 33-26. 7-point lead now for the BIC. Loaded up on the line, one wide receiver, that's Kason Campbell. They will hand it off to Jones again, and Stephen Jones, Mr. Jones and me, listening to the radio as he is brought down and might have got hit in the biscuits.
Definitely got to protect the Nuggets. Got to protect the Nuggets, man. Got to protect the Nuggets. But again, he's getting some great runs. Those gaps are open. He's bouncing in and out and getting a lot of great runs from his offensive line.
6:18 and counting. 33-26 your score. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. Matt Ryan alongside big Rob Fabian. And Rob, right now, the BIC walking the clock down and trying to walk down this Patterson U defense. Kason Campbell, the top of your screen, play action. Codrington to Campbell, and almost intercepted. Dakari Mims on him like a well-tailored suit, carrying him to second down.
Very interesting because, again, I do feel like the U's offense are starting to get their legs under them. If that had been an interception and you take the momentum away from BIC slightly, and put the U's offense back out there, you're pretty much looking like a different game.
And as it's 2nd and 12, take a look, 8 for 14, 121 yards, 4 touchdowns. Half of Sterry Codrington's completions, Rob, have gone for a touchdown.
Yikes.
That is a mathematical madness. That's mathematical madness.
Ugh.
And Codrington hands it off again. That time that gets over to Trey Robinson. Robinson moving the ball downfield. And it'll be 3rd down. There's the dot boss, Markeith Williamson, a guy who's had to play on both sides of the ball today for the Patterson U.
He's actually used to it. That's how I met him, playing tight end and defensive end. So this is nothing to him.
Rather have him on your line than against your line. It'll be 100%. A first down after the carry from Robinson. He's set up to the right, 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen, Campbell and Worthy. The handoff to Trey Robinson. Robinson gliding through. Touchdown, BIC. They call him Superman. Trey Robinson putting 6 on the board.
Easy money, Trey Robinson. That's too easy. With the way the BIC's line is blocking, I mean, that was bound to happen. You probably could have put me back there and I would have scored something.
And we'll take a look again at the replay. Like the classic Sid and Shirley album, all Trey Robinson do is run through the hallways of the memories of your mind and other limericks. Touchdown, BIC, and a big play there from Robinson. And this BIC offense, it's a collection of interesting parts. Guy and Worthy will be in as the quarterback on the extra point. Shedrick Goodridge, man who's got MMA experience, ready to set up as a tight end and block on the line. Worthy spins around, tries to get around Williamson. Spins out. Again, a little bit of help from Carnell Wachter. Ashante Worthy cannot get it to the receiver. Flag on the play. 39-26 your score.
Definitely respect the attempt.
4:24 will be on the clock when we give the U the ball on the other side of the break. When we take a timeout, we'll have more action for you. We'll wait to see what the U do. And it'll be interesting to say the least. The U, 39-26 your score. We'll have more after the break. We're back live on the A7FL Games of the Week. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. If you want to be a part of the conversation, you want to say hi, you want to tell me yes, think, go to a7fl.com/chat. That's a7fl.com/chat. And download Locker Room Chat today. And that's Dwan Williams waving hi to the folks at home as we wave hi to you metaphorically. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian as the Patterson U will return the ball. And here comes an opportunity for Ron Butler. Butler trying to press through near the 45, and he is brought down hard. It took nearly all three members of the return team to take that man down. Ron Butler built like a tank, Rob.
They said he's a lot faster than he looks, too. He has the potential to break one wide open, which would really help the U right now.
39-26 your score earlier today. The QC Crush got their first win of the season. They got a win over the Indianapolis Octane. In the fourth quarter, it's the Stealth leading the Vegas Gold. Vegas Gold have not scored since halftime, and the Stealth have done that quite a few times. So they take the lead and then some out in Vegas. And your final earlier today, the Animals got the win, but big play here. Can they get it? Almost intercepted off of the hands.
There's definitely a flag.
We'll take a look at what the call is. That was intended for Henry Smith. Could not get the catch on that play. And Rob, a question being asked by people on a7fl.com/chat. Where is Kareem Moon?
I don't know if Moon's retired, but I haven't seen him. But a lot of the older U guys haven't really been around.
Ooh, I am interested. Pass interference on the defense. Not sure if that is the cleanest of calls. It's a call that it's not impeachable, but it looked like he was trying to play the ball. But either way, the U get a bit of help there on offense and get the ball spotted at the 30-yard line, Rob.
And, I mean, it was a bit of help. I did see the pass interference, but right there.
Oh, yeah, no, from that angle you can see it, yeah.
But when the balls go,
And Williams broke the color spectrum and trying to break open the game, brought down at the 17.
Now, that's a good run. And, Corey wouldn't like that much, but I like a quarterback that can run because I know how dangerous that is. We've seen it over and over and over again. A guy that can stretch the field with his legs as well as with his arm. Oh, you hate to see it, and that's H3.
Oh, H3 Frazier.
Looks like he's grabbing his thigh or something.
Oh, he might have
cramped up. Yeah, he definitely might have cramped up.
Oof, not what you. Either way, not what you want.
Listen,
and some people are asking. I got asked by someone in my personal instant feedback. Where is Jason Sisson? Jason Sisson, a non-factor in this game.
I haven't seen him at all though. Let me see.
And for a game
hold on. I think it's definitely a cramp.
Oh yeah.
Because he's just running off right now.
Yeah, I think he just might have caught himself with a cramp. We'll take a look. Beautiful. Beautiful option. That is exactly what you want from an option play.
That's what he needs to do. I know he's a pass-first guy, but make them respect the fact that you will take off, that you will run. And it keeps everyone honest.
It's kind of the Steri problem. It's a problem that a lot of quarterbacks have faced in this league of first coming in. Steri Codrington took his whole first season and did primarily run. It was maybe 40-60 run pass.
That's okay. You know what I'm saying? But at least make them respect it. Like David Tender can throw the ball. KP has probably had one of his greatest performances in A7 today, but David Tender still scored 5 rushing touchdowns. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
and we're on record watch for the most touchdowns by a receiver.
Right.
2 more touchdowns for Ashante Worthy will give him the record. The record is currently 4. He can try to get to 5 with 2:19. And if you want to share this moment with your friends, send them the link. Let them know where you're watching, and let us know where you're watching at a7fl.com/chat. And a flag. Timeout called by the BIC. They'll burn a timeout. With 2:07 left to go in the third quarter, 39-26 your score. And the A7FL has been turned on its head over the last couple of weeks.
And I think it's going to keep turning. I don't think it's going back at all.
And, folks, if you want to unlock the tools that we use on A7FL.tv, if you want to be a part of what we're doing and you want to get powered by Scene, go to SEEN.com. That's SEEN.com. And, folks, monetize your assets. Scene helps you get complete control over your video content, organize inventory, and maximize monetization with shoppable prompts and ads at optimum times to generate and increase revenue. See it in action on A7FL.tv and learn about the next level of video commerce and social video scaling at Scene. That's SEEN.com. 2:04 to go. The throw off the seam. Tries to get in there. Can he? Can't. Falls before the end zone. Flag on the play and another solid run.
Butler took off. I feel like a BIC player tackled a BIC player. Butler was moving so fast. He's another big guy with a lot of deceptive speed. I'm really wondering what that flag is, and it's a lot of Chewbacca right now. I'm seeing
the Chewbacca defense out in full force here.
A lot of it.
If this ends up with us having to hire a Meatloaf impersonator and doing a charity concert to settle this.
Probably the horse collar and
too many men on the field.
For who? He throws it then though. I mean, if it's too many men on the field, why throw it at the very end of the play where 2 infractions happened?
Oh, correction! It was a low tackle penalty.
Low
right. Tackle.
That's what I saw. I didn't count how many men were on the field though. I can't say I counted.
And thank you to Zach Morgan for finding every faux pas and everything I do. And the BIC's defensive faux pas nearly gets Patterson U 6, but a flag on the play.
Yeah, I mean, D-Train with the ball in his hands at the 1. Yeah, I'm not a betting man, but I like my odds. I definitely like my odds.
And the D-Train, one more time for a good time. The Patterson push. And a thick boy tutty. The D-Train comes home to port. Pulls into the station. Gets over to 161 over in the Bronx, over at Yankee Stadium, making it 39-32.
And these guys are keeping it close. So what? My question to you, Matt. We have watched the Animals play this week. We watched them play last week. We watched BIC play this week against the same team that the Animals beat last week. I do feel like BIC is winning. I don't necessarily feel like there's a there's a chance they can lose. It's too close. But do you think the Animals are better than these two teams we're looking at right now?
That is a hard question to answer. I think after this game, we have some interesting comp. Another flag thrown, and that one's caught.
They're going to call holding on that.
And that one was intended for Kareem Williams. Trying to make it a 6-point game. And it will be holding on the U.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Or definitely on the
And now they will have to go for 2 from the 5. 2 from the 15 after the 5-yard penalty.
But it's still for 1, right?
Yes. No, going for 2. They're going
for 2.
I'm trying to get confirmation. I was told 1, but they moved it back to the 15, so I'm trying to the initial placement of the ball. From the 15, the U trying to make something happen. The BIC defense looking to bring pressure.
Oh my! This is not good.
Trying to run it on in. Butler
downhill is dangerous.
Slides, tries to go downhill. Takes out his own man. Extends. Did he get it?
He got that. And this is what I'm kind of saying with Butler at quarterback, and it has nothing to do with number 1 Kareem. I don't have an issue with how he's playing.
And it was for 1, makes it a 6-point game, 39-33. It was a 10-yard penalty on the holding.
Butler is just as quick, more powerful, and not afraid to run.
And
that's amazing. And look how he turns on the Jets here. He hits this bend right here, and he just goes, and he's just beelining it to it. No one's even close, and he chooses to run this man over. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, that got it.
Uh-oh.
That might be a little...
Okay, hey. I don't know.
33-39, your score. Scan the QR code now and unlock the monetization skills and the tools that we have on A7FL.tv from our friends over at Scene. See what happens when you unlock the future of video content management with our friends over at Scene. And this is some content management here by the Patterson U offense, making it happen. Ron Butler, just a little bit of give up there. Ole Bell trying to catch him, but just turn that corner.
Yeah, that angle. Ron Butler's, he's a big guy. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
That was.
Let's look.
Let's see. I believe I can.
Oh, no, he got it.
Yeah, he got the Michael Secret stuff at halftime.
Yeah, he definitely.
Yeah.
But that hit is insane. But again, just imagine having to deal with that the entire series, and like, it's not like he's shy to run. He'll do it.
And folks, on a play like that, you're going to need the right kind of protection. And this game is brought to you by Gator Tech. Get more protected on the field with the Gator Skin Shiesty, shown to reduce concussion risk by up to 79%. This protective Shiesty is engineered with an absorption material to help keep you safer during high-impact hits. Visit G8RTech.com and use code A7FL25 for 10% off today. Minute 25 left to go. That ball does not go the requisite distance. It falls right before the 25-yard line. And Huff not able to make that happen. The younger Huffin not able to make that happen. Quattrell Huffin not in the lineup today. Kareem Moon, Jason Sisson not in the lineup, but it's 39-33.
Which is saying what? Because a lot of guys are missing from BIC too. Yeah. If both of these guys are going against each other with their B teams, quote unquote, which is probably what they'll tell you, or everybody was missing. Okay, cool.
It's a good counterpunch. Not either way. Either way, it's a great counterpunch from.
I'm still thinking it's even.
But with a minute 25 and Kason Campbell with a chance to run with a live ball on a dead ball play, and we'll try to see where it lands. Oh, that lands at the 26. That does not clear the 25.
Oh,
that ball bounced at the 26 on the fly.
Do we have the greatest angle we can possibly get, right?
Yeah, that's a dead ball run. That's a definitive angle.
Yeah. Unless we had some weirder angle that would have showed us it was a yard away from where it was. I don't know.
Through the mist and the rain, Kason Campbell on a dead whistle. Trying to make something happen. Almost gets stripped. Keeps the ball. Kason Campbell trying to fight his way out of a phone booth and then gets lifted up by Huffin. The Huffin moving service servicing Patterson, Trenton, and the greater tri-state area as the BIC will get the ball with 1:25 left to go in the third quarter.
BIC just has to play their game mistake-free, try to minimize the penalties, and absolutely no turnovers. They can't afford them right now because, again, they're looking for a spark, which they found. But if they're able to force a 3-and-out or a turnover here, the momentum shift will be crazy. I promise you that.
After Kason Campbell got uppies on the 3-on-1 return, Sterry Codrington looking to up the score, and he gets the throw to Ashante Worthy. Ashante Worthy cuts through, tosses it back over to 15, balls loose.
Okay,
BIC gets
got
it.
BIC got it. BIC got it.
And a flag on the play. Caught.
He just catch the flag.
He did.
What reaction time to catch the flag?
That's impressive. That's something you write home about.
Wow.
That's a special skill on LinkedIn.
He caught the flag.
He must be really good at those reaction games at the Dave and Buster's.
I always wanted to try those. And it's a good throw. I mean, the coverage is a little questionable, but again, Butler grabs him and then he decides to pitch it back, which I think is very nerve-wracking. Wow.
The Vegas Stealth remain one of the few undefeated teams in the A7FL.
That's the flag.
Yeah, that late hit. Yeah,
that's the flag.
He
catches the wow.
That's impressive.
He catches the flag. That's the flag.
But after the penalty, no penalty. They walked the flag back. It'll be BIC ball. It might have been a throw a flag, throw your hat situation, and he didn't want to go and pick up his hat.
Unless Ron Butler said, nah, no flag. He catches it.
That's the new rule that's being pitched in the offseason?
Yeah, if Ron Butler catches it, then no flag.
Codrington throws this one again to Worthy. Oh, no, that's to Kason Campbell. Kason Campbell screams through, gets through the defense, slips, slides, tries to find himself into the end zone, and he will be stifled at the 4, and that will be how we end the third quarter. The BIC knocking on the door one more time. Can Ashante Worthy get touchdown number 4 and join immortality? Will he get closer? Will the BIC get 6 more? The fourth quarter, BICU coming up next. Tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell your grandpapa. It's the A7FL Games of the Week, live from Jersey. Back live, it's the fourth quarter here on the A7FL Games of the Week. The BIC hold a 39-33 lead over the Patterson U and are looking to increase it by another 6. Derry Codrington on first down will be set up. The ball spotted at the 2-yard line. Pardon me, the 3-yard line. Codrington will hand it off to Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones slides, takes it to the house.
Way too easy.
BIC crossed the 40-point mark first between the two teams, and right now, Rob, it's about the BIC defense standing up and trying to get, and also getting more championship points, trying to set just that little bit of edge, because as in the A7FL championship, the BIC-U rivalry tends to come down to those championship points made or missed, and that Stephen Jones touchdown making it 45-33.
I'd like a favor. I would like to see how many points has BIC given up this year, because I think it's very telling to what's going on with them. I don't think they've been able to stop anyone. They've been able to win because they'll outscore you. Of course, they'll score 50, 60 points, but they've been letting up a decent amount of points as well.
And the extra points will not go. So far on the season, the BIC beat the Renegades 40-39 in overtime in opening day. Last week won 39-20 over the Crush. So this is the highest score the BIC have gotten this season.
Wow.
So right now with it 45-33, we want you to be a part of the A7FL. The BIC have given up 92 points this year. But folks, bring the A7FL to your city. Whether it's Baton Rouge, Brooklyn, Birmingham, or Boston, go to a7fl.com/owners. That's a7fl.com/owners, and be a part of the future of football. Bring your team, bring your division, bring your city to our league. a7fl.com/owners. Rob, go ahead.
And a team like BIC, who, again, especially now in the stats, are probably arguably number one, between number one and number two. What would they do if they allow as many points as they allow? How many points are they going to allow against a team like the Animals, who I'm pretty sure are in the upper echelon of scoring this year?
A7fl.com/owners is where we're supposed to be, is where we want you to be. You score 45-33 as the U will get the ball. And it will be Dwan Williams throwing it off for the BIC. And it will be a live ball that's picked up.
Oh, wow. He must be fast.
That's Henry Smith. That's Henrock. Henrock pushes him out and gets away.
Oh, Henrock got some speed on him. Not enough, but definitely got some speed on him. Where's he been at all game?
He's been on defense a couple of times, but that was the first time we've seen him on the 3-on-1, and that was an impressive return. They have a lot of speed on that side of the ball.
I mean, again, you're trying to figure out your offense, but you got guys like that sitting on the sideline. At some point, you have to do. I mean, you got Patrick Coburn. I can argue that they probably have a better receiving core name-wise than they've had in a long time, but still, for whatever reason, can't put it together. Is it the offensive line?
Flag thrown on the play, and it's on the offense.
Wow. They don't need that. Then you got Big Play Haas at tight end, which I'm pretty sure is going to be a mismatch because they're not going to waste a guy like H3 on Haas at a tight end spot. They're going to probably put who's that? Not Surf. I don't think they'll do that. Oh, yeah, maybe Tomeno.
See him floating around out there. He keeps it. Williams throws this one deep down field. Cannot get there.
Oh, my God.
Patrick Coburn, Big Smoke, tried to get there, could not extend the arms. Pat Coburn, known as Big Smoke, gets caught up in the haze in Asbury Park, and it will be second down.
That is, I won championships with this young man. That is a touchdown catch from Patrick Coburn. in our heyday. We are old.
Yeah.
We are old. And he's still nimble. Look at him. I couldn't do that if I wanted to.
It would take me 45 minutes to get up off the ground. Like it would take an episode of The Blacklist for me to get fully moving.
Matt, I fell 2 hours ago and I'm still on the ground.
The handoff, stop behind the line of scrimmage. That one again to Willie Easterling.
And surf with the tackle. I don't necessarily like that play call, but again, I know that young man Kareem is trying to figure it out, and it's just.
And Rob, you've played on both of these teams. You've played against both of these teams.
Yeah.
That fourth quarter resolve, if it was Quattrell Huffin, what's the difference in the mentality, in the planning, in the playbook? Because we saw what happened in 2023 without Huff on the U. We saw it for most of last season.
Right.
Is this the new normal for the Patterson U?
I'm afraid to say this is closer to what it's going to be. I mean,
the throw, that looked like it got swatted and almost, let's see if it's caught. It's not a first down. It will be fourth down if they catch it either way, and they will move it. They call it a completion. It will be fourth down.
I think their new guys just have to buy into the system, or either that or create a system that's comfortable for this young man if this is your quarterback.
Great. Wow. That is an amazing. And it's 1 foot in our league. It is 1 foot.
Catch. Oh,
like college.
Goodness. That is a great catch on Trey Cohen.
That was a great play. Trey Cohen, first time we heard his name so far today.
First time I've seen him all year.
We haven't seen. Well, we haven't seen. This is the first BIC game we're calling this season. They were on the road in week 2. In week 1, they played that. We called the end of that overtime thriller against the Renegades. And folks, coming up after this game, we'll take a look at the replay. At the top of the hour on A7FL.tv and also on the A7FL YouTube channel, it will be the Insomniacs and Sick With It. Dub Alvarez and Chris Vera on the call for that one. Live from Matter Academy and also from Asbury Park, it will be the Renegades taking on the Hawks. That game will be live on A7FL.tv. For more information on where you can watch all of our games of the week, go to A7FL.com/watch. That's A7FL.com/watch. This is a production of the American Sevens Football League. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. Our producer today, Alex Silberman. Our executive producers, Ryan DePaul, Center Corcuses, and David Isaacs. Our director, David Silberman. Stats, Cole Gardella. He's also on graphics. And shout out to
look who it is. Look who
Zach
it is.
Morgan on highlights. And here's a highlight.
This is all I'm asking. I have no problems with that young man playing quarterback.
Ron Butler can move.
Ron Butler he's more of a kryptonite to BIC than Kareem is.
He's a more compact David Tender.
Maybe. But it seems like they can't really do much with him. When he wants a first down, he'll go get it. When he wants to make a bomb, he'll go get it. When he wants to catch the ball, he'll go get it. It's Ron Butler is just not being utilized in the way we can see all his talents.
And 11 minutes and 3 seconds away from falling to the first time, 1 and 2 in league history. They make them jump the line, try to move their body in time. We'll see if it's on the offense or defense. Robinson can make himself known near the neutral zone, but can't cross it. And it is a false start on the offense. Robinson got them moving.
He got them moving. Shame. Got to stay disciplined.
And next week in the A7FL, we take our talents to Baltimore. That's right, we'll be coming to you from Charm City. The BIC will battle the Buzz, and the Renegades will take on the Watchmen. That is next week in the A7FL. For more information on that, go to A7FL.com. After the penalty, the throw, quick screen, trying to get through, cannot, and that is the BIC defense swarming on the ball. And that is Henry Smith Henrock on the reception.
And I guess that play works when you're dealing with corners who are not as fast as the BIC corners, but the BIC corners are pretty fast. If they're not the best, I mean, I don't know. Defensively, I don't think BIC is going to rank that high. They allow a lot of points. I'm just gonna wait for a statistician to let me know how that looks for real. But they do allow a lot of points. But those corners, those DBs, they're not a joke. They'll get to you, no matter how fast you are.
And whether your love life is fast, slow, or somewhere in between, Robin V got you on the Crossing Minds podcast every single week. Find them on your favorite podcast platform, or if you want to see the video version, you can get it on YouTube. The snap steps up.
Oh,
in trouble. Williams trying to get on his bicycle. He is smothered, covered, and brought down by the BIC defense.
That's a pretty good run, though, Matt.
It's a pretty good run, but
I like it.
When you're down 45-33 and it's not first down. It's not first down. There's a lot of time left, but
it's still a lot of time.
It's just 3rd and 14. That got him a yard, Rob.
Jeez.
It's a lot of moving and grooving, but it's a lot of vertical. It's not a lot of lateral. Oh, it's a lot of lateral, not a lot of vertical.
So do you? And I'm thinking at this point, they want to let the young man finish the game. But me personally, I'm putting him back there. I'm putting Butler back there. He looks like the better fit.
45-33. Williams
great blocking.
Launches it, gets hit as he throws. Call cannot get there. Flag on the play.
Flag, easy flag. They were draped all over that young man. Because Mims has the ability to still catch it, even when he's gripped up, and all. Mims can still catch it. He has that type of ability. So I understand stopping the touchdown, because that's a touchdown if he catches it. But you gotta play nice, boys.
Got to get your creatine going. Got to get your protein up on a play like that.
He gets drilled.
Got to take your vitamins in a situation like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Did everything but take his wallet on that play.
Yeah, no way. There's no debating on that one.
Zaire Hancock, MD, handing out full body exams on that one, and it will be first down for the Patterson U.
Was that Zaire? Oh, that was Kels.
Oh, sorry, Kels Gallimore.
That was Kels Gallimore.
Oh, I see Zaire reacting to the call.
Oh, yeah.
That's
so it looks like he did it. It looks like he did it. And I saw him, too. I was wondering
he was just yelling, why you do that? And KYF's like, what? No, not you. Not you. It'll go from 3rd and 14 to first down as the Patterson U on the pass interference get new life. As Williams will walk to the line with Marcus McKinney set up to his right.
That's luck. Marcus McKinney.
Daryl Luck, pardon me. Daryl Hard Luck.
Hard Body has not been here in weeks. I don't know where he is.
But it will be first down. 8:30. Ball set at the 15-yard line. Waiting for it. Snaps. The throw to the end zone. Too fast for him.
He can get the – listen, this kid has a lot of potential. I just think this is the wrong game to come out to. Honestly, I'm being honest. This kid, I see a lot in Williams. Williams, he has the poise. He hasn't folded. You know, he hasn't run from it. Like, these guys are playing him real tough. He hasn't run. He hasn't played scared. He's still throwing the ball. He's still trying to get those runs off. He just needs to be a little bit more sure of what kind of offense he wants to run in the A7.
And it's kind of hard to figure that in real time against the defending Eastern Conference champions.
Come on. Yeah, you're not giving them a lot of options here.
And I wonder how this game counts towards the top 7. I feel like the Animals may end up back at number 1.
Yeah, Animals stay at number 1 on the East.
Well, we'll see how this affects the rest of the top 7 as Williams on his bicycle. Ball knocked loose and it will fall out of play, and it will be third down.
Now, the little edge that Dwan was able to grab Williams, if that was Butler, Dwan cannot grab Butler like that, and Butler slows down. It won't happen. It won't happen. Not even a little bit.
7 minutes and counting. It'll be third down for the BIC defense.
And it's like he still wants to throw the ball. Like he's still, with all that speed, he's still so pass first. In that moment where you pump fake and you see that everyone kind of clears out, you better turn them jets on and take off. This is why I'm not fast. If I was fast, I'd run everywhere. This is why I'm such a slow guy, man. I I can't have this kind of speed. I'd lose my mind.
So it's a choice. It's a choice of yours.
I wish it was.
Rob, I run about a 6'7", so, you know.
6'7".
It's on a good day.
Oh.
That BIC defense again, getting them to do a Harry Belafonte, jump in the line. I'll throw $1 in the jar. It was 3rd and 15. Now it is 3rd and,
Ugh. 3rd and getting ugly.
Yeah, 3rd and not what you want in this situation. 6:16, and we will be riding with you through the top of the hour on this game. So if you're watching along on A7FL TV, Fox Soul, Triller 24/7 by Fight, or on Triller TV Plus, YouTube, or A7FL.TV, don't worry, we got you covered. We're going to be here until a winner is decided. It'll be 3rd and 20, 6:16 left to go in the 4th. Whole lot of football left, Rob.
Enough for them to make a comeback and win for sure.
The BIC only have one timeout. The U have all of their timeouts, so this is going to be an interesting 3rd down. 3rd and 20. Williams skates through, finds the sideline flag on the play. This might get brought back. Block and a half.
They're going to call a holding most likely. The way the flag was thrown closer to the line of scrimmage, usually that's a holding. Phenomenal run by Williams. When he finally decides to run, do you see what he's able to do? Very small, very shifty, and has that speed. He reminds me of a CP3 with some muscle on him.
And we'll see Corey Price in our 7 o'clock game on A7FL TV. He'll be Price and the Renegades taking on the Hawks. D'Angelo Brown shooting me a message earlier today, looking to show out in this game.
He shot me a message and told me he was showing out against not so great competition. Kind of said, congrats, but, you got to do it against a team. I don't want to see anybody's highlights against teams with no wins. You get what I'm saying? Unless it's the U, and that matters.
All right, it is call your own penalties night here at the old Asbury Arboretum. And it'll be 3rd and 20. The throw to the end zone. Caught!
What am I saying?
Mims, touchdown, Patterson.
What have I been saying for the last 3 quarters? What am I saying? Come on, man. I've been asking for them to put Butler at quarterback this entire time. It changes the dynamic of the game. No, it's not 45-45. Wouldn't they love it? Look at this.
Butler with time, presence, and then Mims just tracking that ball all the way down and getting it into the end zone. That is why he is one of the hottest receivers in the A7FL. This game's 45-39, 5:09 left to go.
Because you're telling me that these guys can guard Mims one-on-one for that long? They have to let Ron throw. They'd rather let Ron throw, beat him in the air and, force a bad pass, an interception, than Ron getting on his horse and going. You don't want that from this guy.
Ron Butler in the U going for 1 from the 5. Butler in trouble, throws it, caught the dot. Boss, of course, the U are the 40 boys. They make it a 5-point game, and with 4 left on the clock, the BIC look to answer. Will it be Campbell? Will it be Worthy? Or will it be someone else? Will the U find a way to break through this game? We'll find out. It's the end of this one. We're going to ride all the way through when we're back. Matt Ryan alongside Rob Fabian, and it's Ashante Worthy returning the 3-on-1 for the Trenton Bic, and Ashante Worthy trying to cut through the defenders, cannot, and is brought down on the return. A solid return for Worthy.
Solid return, smart play, way to tuck the ball. He knows that the U is in desperation right now. They're looking to strip the ball. They're looking for a turnover, anything. BIC just has to play smart to just go home with the win.
4:38, the clock's starting to run, and the clock will continue to run until the 2-minute warning, or if there's a turnover or a score. And we'll see what happens. It's 1st and 10 as the BIC step on the offense, with Codrington having Stephen Jones set up to his right. 2 wide receivers set. The wind's starting to pick up here. You can see it on the screen in Asbury. Jones gets the ball.
Oh.
Stephen Jones pushes through the pile and finds himself a gain of about 5. It'll be 2nd down.
Very dangerous. I mean, Stephen Jones is probably up there with some of the best running backs in this league, but very dangerous to keep trying to chuck after making that first contact. Things happen. I mean, weirder things have happened. In less time.
In UBIC games.
Yeah, especially. And it's always shaping out to be that kind of game.
And also, as a reminder, the get back was in play. It was unlikely against the Ashante Worthy. But
Right.
Stephen Jones, not to be confused with one of the guys who owns the Cowboys. He gets the ball. No, Codrington will keep it. Codrington rolls out, throws, and that is thrown in the dirt. Codrington had Worthy. He tried to get it to Campbell. That could have been bad, but it's 2nd down.
J-Rock with a hesitation after the penetration. I don't know why he took his time. He should have just kept going. He had Sterry dead to right. I don't know if he would have caught Sterry now. That's still a fast guy, but
I think he wanted to make he wanted Sterry to beat him with his arm, not his legs.
Yeah, I wouldn't want Sterry to beat me with his legs either. Not at all.
Also, it'd just be so inconvenient taking his legs off and then beating you with them. That just
that's insane. Why would he even do that? Insanity.
We have fun here. 3rd down. Codrington, empty backfield.
Okay.
Throws this one deep downfield. Ashante Worthy is that guy. He is him. Ashante bleeping Worthy.
Wow. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's bad coverage by Ron Butler. It looks like he had it, but Ashante just, what's this, a quick one?
Timeout call by the
Take a
Patterson
look.
U, I believe.
I think so. He throws it. He gets a lot of guys in his face, but Ron Butler
Ashante knew exactly how to cut around him, use Butler's size against him, and got that 1st down. That's a great play, and you can see how the weather is weather right now in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Let me take a look again at the replay. Just from the 25. It's over 30 yards.
And he almost
the fly.
He almost drops it. And Butler kind of stands back after he misses that initial catch. He kind of gets put out of position. He lets Mims and the other guys kind of juggle it out. If Butler gets in there, there's a chance. I mean, you got to go for broke here. You could go in there and try to get a turnover. I'm not saying you could get one. It's Ashante, but anything could happen. But, as Corey says, you got to try.
As we near the top of the hour, don't you dare fret if you are watching us on Fox Soul, DAZN, Triller TV Plus, Fight 24/7. Don't worry your pretty little heads. We're riding with you until the end, until we decide a winner in this one.
Mistake-free football here.
Right now, I just give it to Stephen Jones. There's an opening on that defensive line.
You see it right there.
Yeah, I see it right on the left. There's that. Nope, that was a ball being thrown. The snap and the handoff to Jones. Jones saw what we saw. Jones saw what we saw. And he's brought down at the 21.
They're leaving this gap wide open for what, though? I don't understand the concept of the defense to leave the gap in front of the tight end.
And that is the 2-minute warning. We'll stay here at the 2-minute warning. But, Rob, with under 2 minutes now to play, this run from Stephen Jones is a tone setter
Yeah, look, J-Rock is just manhandled out the paint, and that's not what you want from a veteran linebacker.
And we wish everybody in the Midwest, some snow's coming in, and we hope that they're okay. As it is a wet and wild one here in Asbury Park, as the weather is weather. After this play, a handoff from Jones.
He keeps it.
Codrington keeps it, gets right down Broadway, and he's brought down at the 15. They will try to keep the clock running here.
And that's all they want, to keep the clock running, because there's no point of trying to. You don't get fancy. Don't try to.
This is the 2-minute warning. I believe this is the 2-minute warning.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get confirmation from our production team that this is in fact It is the 2-minute warning. We will take a timeout, and when we come back, the BIC are driving. It's 45-40. Can Codrington and company close the door on this one ahead of a trip to Charm City? We'll find out next. We're back live. It's the A7FL Games of the Week. Matt Ryan joined alongside Big Rob Fabian. And Rob, with under 2 minutes left to go in this one, it looks like the Trenton Bic are setting to close the door on the Patterson U and send them to 1 and 2.
And that's all they can do here. Play safe football, smart football, nothing fancy. Don't try to go up another score with some bomb that might get bobbled, or put it in sure hands. Either score a sure touchdown or run the clock out. There's no reason to be extra here at all.
Minute 35 now on the clock, as the BIC will talk things over. The U have the untimed down and a timeout. And if they're able to score within that window, the get back is in play, but they would have to stop some of the most dangerous returners in the league inside the 20-yard line. Not sure if they'll be able to pull that off, but weirder things have happened in this league. Worthy in the slot, Kason Campbell at the bottom of your screen. Codrington keeps it and is brought down. A loss of 5, and a big play there by the Patterson U's Trey Lamont, closing up the gap and finding automatically Sterry Codrington on his back. Timeout called by Patterson.
Wow. That's a great sack. I mean, you do that early in the game, and maybe you're not down by 5, but it's very risky.
And that sack was exactly what the BIC offense did not need right now. It's exactly the anesthetic that the Patterson U defense needed to set up the offense. But we're back to live action when 1:46 left to play. Codrington under center.
Just got to be smart here.
Third down.
Be smart.
Codrington to the end zone, tipped.
I'm not throwing that, and I'm losing it to see someone throw that at this time. And then again, they are kind of safe. I don't know how safe they are. If Ron Butler goes back there, let's say by some miracle that you get to turn over here. If Ron Butler goes back there at quarterback, we know what's going to happen. It's Mims up top. Can you stop it? That's the question, right? Or if you give him too much time, can he run half the distance anyway?
Just to confirm, it's 4th and 9. Not 1st and 9. 4th and 9.
Sterry might hop on a horse and go, man. If they give him the lane, he's gonna go.
Campbell at the top of your screen. Codrington. He's got the
goodness.
time. He makes the throw to Worthy.
He doesn't get the first.
Does he give it to him? Do they give it to him?
He falls, but he
They
catches it
give
in
it to
front.
him. They
He
give it
catches
to
in
him
front.
at the 11.
He catches it in front of the first down, but then he goes
That's
back.
Patterson U ball.
Oh my God!
We will see this again. It's under 2 minutes, so I believe it'll be the officials will have to review this.
Access for the ball here, but he catches it in front and then gets yanked. No, that's not a first, bro. Nah, he's behind the sticks.
Well, I'm from that angle, it didn't look like a first, but let's take a look at it here.
See, from this angle, I thought he caught it in front of the sticks.
The call on the field was U ball. The call on the field is U ball, but it is under official review.
Take a look.
And he had options.
He had tons of, but Dot Boss is there too. Dot Boss jumps up and almost tips the ball.
No, he catches
doesn't
it
catch
at the 11. He catches it at the 11.
Is it at the 11?
It looked like his feet looked at the 11-yard line.
Oh. But the first down marker is past
And also,
the 11.
our director, David Soberman, saying it better than I could. A reviewable call late in a close BICU game.
Oh, what a surprise. Ain't no surprise, man. Dot Boss almost tips this ball. Look how close. And then he catches it for sure, but I don't think he catches it in front of the sticks.
This is the best view that we have.
This is the best one. So pay attention to where the sticks are. Right?
So he catches it. Oh, he's behind the sticks.
right.
He catches
But
it
look.
at the 10. He
Look.
catches it at the 10. That's a first
look.
down. Because
He
the first down marker's at the 11. The first down marker's at the 11-yard line. He
looks
catches
like
it at the 10.
At the 10. That's what I was saying. But it looked like when he was going backwards, he fell behind the line.
No, he catches it behind. No, the first down marker's at the 11. He catches it at the 10. That's a first down.
I agree. He catches it at the 10. But what are they gonna say as the refs? Are they marking it where he's down, or are they marking it where he caught it?
Well, he caught it and he's brought down at the first down marker. He got dragged back.
Yeah, he got dragged back. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't stay. Look where he catches it. You're right. He catches it at the 10, right? Look. Boom.
10 first down.
Right there, but look. So now
And he's brought. No, that ball's at the marker. That is at the marker.
I don't know if it's at the marker. That I don't want to ref this game.
Yeah,
I'm not reffing. I'm not reffing this game at all, because I don't want to have nothing to do with a call like this. I want to go home safe. I don't like having security.
Call on the field stands. 1st and 10, Patterson.
Wow.
So with a
Literally,
minute 29 left.
Goodness. This is literally what I said they didn't want to happen. But if they keep number one in, they're not trying to win. Unless he does something amazing, they're not necessarily trying to win. Ron Butler just got you a strike, a knockout, a bomb, one shot. You're not going to give him the opportunity with the receivers he wants and the things he wants to do to run the ball down the field for a minute and 29 seconds. You're bugging.
It's 7:07 in the Eastern Standard Time Zone, and the Twilight Zone, that is Asbury Park Stadium, has dragged us back into the vortex.
BIC with two insane calls in two of their best games. Against the Renegades, they win because someone dropped the pass in the end zone. And against the U, they're still fighting. But BIC's defense got it, though. They're good. I have BIC winning the game.
This is... Whew.
This is insane. Yeah, I don't think the U, unless Williams does something amazing here, he's not who I'm putting here for this. I don't think this is a good call.
Williams is back in.
It's not a good call.
And also, we have no more commercial breaks. So if you are waiting to ride this out, We are riding with this until the end. So, folks, we're not throwing to nothing but me and Rob trying to figure out this answer in the void. We'll go around the A7FL in terms of scores. And here's the play again. One more time.
Because at this angle, he comes down the line, boom, he's there. And that, to me, that's a first. But then gets dragged, and when he falls, the ball doesn't look like it's at the sticks. His legs look like they're at the sticks.
And in Sick With It and Insomniacs facing off if you on A7FL.tv. If you're waiting on the Hawks Renegades game, that one will be live as soon as this one is over on A7FL.tv. And this was the play that might cost the BIC the game, as he was brought down.
But
here's the hyper zoom. Here is a hyper zoom of the play.
He catches it in front of the sticks. I don't know how that's not a first.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was a first. But then if they're basing it off of where he fell,
even then. And we'll take a look at it again. The Trenton Bic and the Patterson U are the games that are always the closest and the most, and they will take the most out of you. They will test every extent of what we're trying to do here.
Tell me about it.
And that is why they are two of the perennial championship contender as the rule. And when you take a look at a highlight from earlier in the game.
This is the one. They should have kept it to SJ. I don't know why he kept it here. I know why he kept it here. He thought he can get it, but I just would have left.
He saw 8. He saw 8. Because 8 was looking. But there's the seam. Ooh.
And Dot Boss almost tips it, bro. Look how
he might have tipped it. He might have caught it. He might have caught it. He might have tipped it.
Bro. It starts to wobble after it passes.
Yeah, Dot tipped it. Dot tipped it.
Hey, boss. That's bro. That's not a first from there.
That's not a perspective.
That's not a great perspective either.
No.
From this perspective, that's not a first.
This is the angle that would give us the clearest signal.
Only one. And again, because of where he catches it.
He tipped it. He tipped it.
Wow.
Catches it at the 10. Follow the line. Follow where the ball. Oh, no. That's at the pin. Ooh, that's at the pin. That's at the pin.
You see?
That's close. That's
because of the way his body turns. His body turns and almost shields to seal the ball, but he turns it in a direction where the ball doesn't land where the sticks are. His legs land where the sticks are. Yeah, this is, of course, BICU game, right?
So it's still under review. As of now, the call stands that it's U ball at the 10-yard line. Pardon me, it would be at the 11-yard line.
Ooh.
It'd be 1st and 10 for the U. It'd be a minute 29. As we await the call.
This is one of them ones. And I've been on both sides of this on both of these teams. I don't miss any of it.
That's why you're glad to be in the box in the sky with me.
I'm so happy to be in the booth, man. Having to be on either of these teams right now, the anxiety of trying to figure out.
I'm feeling anxiety right now. I've got anxiety right now, and I'm not playing. Next week in Baltimore, the BIC play the Buzz. The Renegades play the Watchmen. If you want to learn more about the A7FL games of the week, go to A7FL.com or A7FL.com/watch for information on where to watch live or on demand.
Renegades Watchmen is going to be a game to watch.
The call has been overturned.
Okay.
BIC ball.
First down.
First and 10.
Okay. All right. Because he caught it before the stick.
Yep. And he gets dragged back. So
right.
It is the weird minutia of how body physics works. As the BIC on a gutsy 4th and 9 decision from Sterry Codrington. Stay alive. And I'll take a look at the A7FL.com/chat room, brought to you by Locker Room Chat. Right now, Boobie Miles saying they need to take Kells out. Foodie 4. It said he was tackled backwards, which in most situations, it's no longer about forward progress. That's from Foodie 4.
Right. Which is what I thought they were basing it off of. But if it's about where he caught it, that's a first. That's clearly a first. Well, yeah, the net points for these games, BIC's not getting a ton of net points. So even when we start looking at the numbers of who's number 1, who's number 2, there's no doubt in my mind, based off of the net points and the points and how things are going, 100% Animals
down
first.
BIC. That is just holy moly. And it's also, guess what side of the field, Rob?
The accursed side.
It extends to the 11-yard line now. It extends to the 11. And it seems like this game might be over.
It should be over. It should be over. The game should only continue if the U gets the ball. BIC gets the ball back, which they should.
And this one seems to be all over here in Asbury Park as it's 45-40. The Trenton BIC will kill the clock, and this game will be all over as the BIC walk out of here 3-0. And for the first time ever, the Patterson U fall to 1-2. For more information on what happens next, make sure to watch A7FL in motion on this station every week. But till next time, for Big Rob Fabian, for Corey Hammond, and for me, Matt Ryan, and all of us here at the A7FL, we say so long from the Garden State. We'll see you in Charm City.